Previously on Squad Quest. After the deadly assassin attack was over, the bodies outside began to twist, then slowly crumble into ash within the wind, spreading to the skies like a deadly virus. Back inside, the tavern floor was littered with the dead. Meanwhile, Zero thought of a way to profit from the situation. Instead, his idea was met with disgust. The next day, more of the truth came to light. Together, Zero, Dobby, and Melvin followed a new member, Terrence, as they continued their journey into Iron Canyon, unaware of what was about to take place. At the heart of the canyon, they offered a sacrifice as a sign of respect and safe passage, or so they thought. Instead, the sacrifice was only the beginning. Melvin warned them that soon they would face a great warrior, and their only way through was to defeat him. Steel clashed, bare fists were bloodied, boars charged across the battlefield, and strength and endurance were tested. The battlefield quickly descended into carnage. Members were used as shields, blood-stained arrows were fired, and flesh was torn open by spears. In the end, only one side would become victorious. However, with the battle finally over, new problems began to emerge. As tensions rose beside the fire, Melvin chose to walk away, wanting to be left alone. With no one left to speak to, he made a decision. While the others slept, Melvin chose to follow his own path. Drawn toward the volcanic peaks above, he climbed further into the unknown. Meanwhile, the others followed their path below, leading them into the mysterious caves, where whispers echoed through the darkness. Soon, they realized they were not alone. After a slippery fall, they found themselves trapped within a massive pit, and lurking within the shadows was something ancient, something watching, something waiting for them.
What's up?
Hey.
What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of D&D Beyond, Squad Gaming Edition.
And as always, we'll have some fun tonight. So last week we didn't get to finish all of our campaign, sadly, or our session. So tonight we're actually going to go a little bit longer to finish up technically what was last week's session and this week's session.
Cool.
So, shall I just pick us back up where we were? Considering since you were caught in the middle of a lair. So if you guys remember,
A
went
lair.
down. Ooh, well, you'll find out.
Like a pit.
Some type of pit.
What's
Yeah.
layered?
Layer, like a layer.
Stop thinking about cake, man.
Yeah, now I'm hungry. Thanks. Now there has to be cake in this game somewhere. It's getting involved. Not but, okay?
So many promises so far. You
I
gotta
know.
keep them all.
I promise. I promise to keep my promises. Anyways, you guys went down a waterfall, as you remember.
Hey, can you DoorDash some cake?
We can make it happen.
Actually sounds kind of... Can we do that? Is like there a door dashing system in D&D?
Your wife still up?
I don't know.
You have a
And I
wife?
don't. Yeah.
Every time I come over, it's just you in your underwear. There's nobody here.
Yeah, that is pretty true.
And then Hunter's over here, you know, I mean, he's naked.
I
Every time I come in.
assumed all the drinking was for sadness.
Yeah.
Oh,
Helps open up.
So why do you have a king-size bed in the middle of your living room?
I never questioned that till now.
why are we making this about me right now?
Well, I mean, we have questions. You haven't answered them. I just come over to do Dungeons and Dragons. And originally you promised me dicks and dicks, and we haven't done that.
We did promise them.
Yeah.
I'm lost.
You
I
weren't
thought
here
was
for that.
Yeah, I was gonna say I think that was a two drunks thing though, wasn't
It
it?
was, but you promised me that still. We haven't had it.
It's a little weird promising another man dick.
You want to be the cameraman?
What am I doing exactly?
We're gonna play Dicks and Dicks.
Potentially, yeah.
Cool. Hey,
Like
you don't have to be the cameraman this time.
Cool.
You get to be involved.
Nice.
It's new for you.
No, I'm happy.
So as you were falling down a waterfall into a lake that was inside of a cave,
Cake
You
inside
guys got out of it.
layered Cake.
He's really stuck on cake. Y'all got out of the lake and realized that you were standing before a giant snake. So I obviously in the last
How's everything
session.
rhyming with cake right now?
Sorry, I can't come with everything.
Lake, cake.
Lake, cake,
snake.
snake. Jake,
Are you gonna bake the cake?
maybe.
Trying to figure this
Wait a
out.
minute, Jake the snake?
Yeah,
Oh no.
yeah. Y'all didn't think you didn't see where that was going? Yeah.
But he's never heard the story of Jake the Snake.
I've heard the story of Spectate, our favorite.
Who is currently having a midlife crisis from having relations
He
with a
must
male
not be doing so
centurion.
good.
This isn't good.
Can we not kill him?
We won't kill him, I promise. He nearly died last time. He won't kill this time. He won't die this time. I promise. That's another promise I have to add to the table. All
Well, I
right.
purposely try to kill him.
I know you do. Anyways,
Too dumb to die.
that's how he survives this whole campaign. Stupidity.
Not Terrence jumping in front of him and taking mortal wounds to not let him die.
That is literally the whole show now is going to be, can we kill Spectate? Can we do it? Is it possible? All right, so you guys got out of the lake after surviving going down a waterfall because you thought of cake, and now you're standing before Jake the snake. Let's describe the snake in detail. He has got a blue tint to him. You notice that he has double eyes.
But it's green.
I know, I couldn't find a blue snake. I tried. Someone might be
I would have
colorblind.
just.
Someone might be
that's what I was gonna say, I
Someone
would've
might
just
be
went with
colorblind. Like Hunter, come on.
it. You really want to bring this up?
All right. So, anyways, he has a blue
Alrighty.
tint to him. You notice he has double eyes on
Yeah,
both
most-
sides of his head.
Most snakes have two eyes.
Good
yeah.
job. Congrats. Well, he has like 4. He has double on each side. So there you go.
Listen to the description.
Hey
You'll
man,
understand more.
does your character want to die? We can bring
I
out
know you
Robbie,
have
Bobby,
prob- I know
Lobby,
you have
Sobby.
Problems counting eyes and all that, but still.
Yeah,
Again, why are we making this all about me?
you're
Because
right.
You keep talking.
That's true. You also know that he wears heavy armor. So this snake has actually got armored sections of his body.
How to get on? How did the snake put the armor on?
So actually, if you defeat
Can we
the
go
snake,
into? Can we go into details
Sounds like
how
the
that
lead
happened?
into a dad joke.
so you actually will need to defeat him if you want to learn that.
Okay.
Well,
Okay. A lot of answers can be answered if you defeat him. You notice that he doesn't have a snake tongue. He actually has like almost a human tongue in his mouth. Yeah. He stands up before you. He's got like a weird helmet on his
Stands.
hands. Yeah, he like stands. You notice it like as he,
But
well,
he
you know,
has
stands
legs.
up like this, you know, like a cobra.
Yeah.
Okay.
So he is up and he's looking down on you guys currently. And of course, the last thing he said to you, does he want to remember?
He said something about being tasty.
No, you got to go back to last episode if you want to know what he said. But now the snake is currently standing before you. Sorry, up on its arched, standing before you. Is there anything y'all want to do? The room that you're in is a massive pit. You look up, there's cliffs all around you. You notice you've got the waterfall behind you. You are currently in front of a lake of water. The room is immediately lit by crystals that are hanging above you, and also crystals that are on the sides of the wall of this cliff. You see the snake has not really made a move on you yet, but you notice it's just kind of there.
Can I go up and just talk to it?
You want to go talk to it? Sure.
Why not?
So you're going to approach the snake. All right, so for the case of the people with the map, tell me where are you going to stand? Are you going to be directly in front of the snake?
Not directly in front
Okay.
of him. Like half the distance to him.
All right.
Far
So,
close enough to where he can hear me, but not close enough to where I'm.
How long is this snake again?
so this snake is massive, so it's probably sitting at close to anywhere from like, I'd say 80 to 100 feet.
It's a long striking distance.
Hey,
So you approach it, and you see the snake is it's just looking at you. All 4 eyes locked on you.
good evening, Mr. Snake. Can we help you?
You say this, and you see the snake like registers what she says, and you hear kind of in this like weird voice of like, revenge.
I think something's controlling it.
You're the tour guide. Don't you know anything about this thing?
I think we're past the point of the tour guide.
What do you mean?
We're kind of like way off base of what the tour would have been.
Do you not remember the canyon? He didn't know anything about that. What makes him know about
Where's the
this?
book?
The book only covers the canyon.
Not the insides of the canyon.
Do you take a real estate license and just look at every single inside of a house? Like the interior of every house ever made?
Is this an outside conversation or are you having this inside?
No,
like,
this is you could still be
all right,
a
so
realtor.
this
What's
is
a
in
real
this is
estate?
in
What's a
happening.
real estate license?
This snake is looking at y'all confused. Like it's just like back and forth watching y'all talk.
Okay, well, never mind. Mr. Snake, why do you want revenge?
And it leans like kind of close to you, like almost like where your face and its face are looking. Like you're maybe 10 feet from it at this point, and it just looks at you and it just goes, "It's my master."
Why must you obey this master?
Xian.
Oh,
Go again.
That's what I was just fixing to ask.
well, that's some interesting info for us. What would y'all like to do?
You see it smiles. You notice that all 4 of its fangs are broken.
That's going to kill us to death.
Seems like this is a thrall of some sort of Lixians.
Well, if we give him spec, hear me out. If we give him
No,
spec,
no.
Spec's too small. It'll be like a little snack.
He also might have a bloodlust thing where if we give him an entire human, he might just decide to eat all 3 of us at the same time.
Darius has a point.
okay, hear me out. What if we give him spec and we just leave spec? And
No.
let spec talk to him. We're just gonna let spec gets into that really annoying.
At that
stupid
moment,
stuff.
Spec is hearing y'all talk about this, and all Spec goes is,
See what you did.
It's okay, Spec. It's okay. We're not doing that.
Oh, I was about to hit him in the throat again.
Spec, it's okay, buddy.
The snake
White
is
Shores,
the
White
snake
Shores.
is absolutely annoyed by this. I need everyone to roll me a Constitution save. Actually, change that. Give me a Strength saving throw.
Negative.
-1 in Constitution.
All right, we got Zero's got a 20.
I've got an 11.
You got an 11,
I got a 20 as well.
and you got a 20. All right, Dobby. This snake lunges over and swallows you whole. You are currently inside the snake.
Well, we don't have to worry about specs.
You
This
do
is
not.
what happens.
You do not have to roll initiative because I've already rolled initiative for you. So this fight is a little different. Let me explain what's happening. This snake is heavily armored. So for Zero and Terrence, you will roll perception checks to find a crack in the armor. If your perception check is above a certain number, then your attack is valid and you hit him. However, BB, don't worry. Dobby is not out of combat. Dobby, you have 10 saving throws that you will need to make. Each saving throw that you make, if it's a save, you get to do combat inside the snake. If you fail, you slide down.
So here's a question.
Yep.
Does his armor class matter inside the snake?
Nope.
I didn't think so.
So as long as he avoids getting swallowed whole, every time he avoids it, he can deal damage with using Eldritch Blast or using a weapon.
Right.
Okay? So Dobby is not out of the game. You need Dobby's help to do damage inside the snake while y'all do damage outside the snake. Well, hey, you know.
You probably had that set as a high saving throw.
Remember when you
honestly.
picked 5 as your number? All right. So here we go. Going in order. I'm going to roll initiative for all of us. Starting off. All right. Dobby, you are currently inside the snake. I need a dexterity saving throw. And speaking of which, those of you who are watching, we now have battle music. Plus your dex.
Automatically.
That's weird.
He has a dex, so you should roll a 13 there.
All right, so you do survive this swallow, so now you may do damage.
All right, I'm going to use Eldritch Blast.
Okay. Obviously, the snake cannot make a dexterity saving throw or a wisdom saving throw. This new update they just did has made things difficult. 8
I have a
plus.
plus 1. There's a 1D.
I did a 1d10. And then
You had an 8 plus. All right, I see 7 damage for Eldritch Blast. There we go. But we'll call it 8. So you do 8 damage. You guys see a weird, like, light kind of appear out of the snake's skin for a second, and then it goes away. So you know, obviously, Dobby is not dead. All right, Zero, you're up.
Here, guys.
I'm gonna.
Speck is so freaked out, but he just saw you get swallowed that he's literally gone from going to going ah.
White Shores, Spec. White Shores.
All right, Zero. Now you obviously can either move or you can fire from where you are because the snake is quite large.
Okay. Yeah, I want to fire an arrow.
All right, you're gonna need a perception check.
Yep.
Rolling a perception check.
Down to the passive senses.
Yep.
Hero, how good's your perception?
I see in the dark. For was it 30 meters?
I am a -3 in perception.
Or actually,
Oh.
dark vision was 60 feet.
Perfect. Yeah, then you've got good chance to that. So, if you want to, pull you up, Zero. You actually have advantage. I need to give it to you. There you go. All right. Wisdom falls. Perception will fall under what category?
Be under skills.
Yeah,
At least
so I'm
under
going
mine.
through.
Yeah. Well, what's its modifier?
I see it. Plus,
Yep. There you go. Good.
Eesh.
12. 12 does pass. You see the crack in his armor and you fire. Do your damage.
Perception is kind of the roll to hit here then.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna-
Okay.
Love it when D&D Beyond releases an update. It's like learning a whole new thing.
There it is. Okay. Damage.
3, 6. You do 6 damage, so you actually hit it. Your arrow goes in, it hits the snake, but you know that it obviously doesn't affect him a lot. He's still pretty steady, pretty strong,
Yeah.
but he's got an arrow lodged in between a piece of his armor. So now,
Watch
here's
it.
the
That
good
almost
news.
got me.
Dobby inside just sees an arrow like pop through, and he's like, "Oh my gosh!"
Just you hear.
Yeah, that's what I'm expecting.
All your sounds now have to be that going forward.
Yeah.
So exactly. All right. Now up next
Can we
is
just leave 'em
Terrence.
in the snake?
All right, let's go. I'd like to move in close to the snake.
All right. So you're already how many? What's your
Uh,
distance?
It's like I can move 30.
Okay. You want to
5
move?
through the square. You want?
Yep.
So I'll just move 25 feet.
You want to be like up on that sucker?
pretty much.
All right. Y'all are like you're like up against it,
All right.
which gives you advantage in perception because you're like right there.
All right. So I'm gonna roll perception for that. That is a 9.
All right.
Well, minus 3.
Wow. I'm gonna give you advantage because you're close, so that does do damage.
Okay. So
It's very hard for you to miss if you're that close. You see the snake is like still arched up. He can't look down and necessarily see you.
I will
his
do
angle.
an unarmed strike.
All right. Hit it.
7 damage there.
All right. You do.
And I'll do just another flurry of blows. Can I go out of my way to target the lodge arrow
Yeah, you can. So you're trying to punch it in.
that Zero used? Yeah, I'll use flurry of blows on that.
All right. That's 5 damage. You do punch the arrow in. Now, Zero has lost the advantage of being able to see that arrow, to use it as a point to lock onto. But you see this arrow as you pound it, you actually pound it into the snake's flesh. And Dobby, you see a little arrow like get this close to your face. You're close
White
enough.
shores,
You're
white shores.
you're close enough. You actually hear that. You hear just the.
Guys, I think Dobby's alive.
I think he was telling you good job.
Which, by the way, I love how Zero was not like Zero. You didn't have any moment. You just saw Dobby get swallowed. No reaction. Just, all right, whatever. Yeah.
He got quiet.
Yeah. All right. Snake's turn. The snake is now going to roll. I need you to make a strength saving roll, Terrence.
But he's gonna attack me.
Yep.
Well, if he's moving, that means I could potentially move down.
Yes. Glad you said that. I was actually going to have that roll after, so I now need you to make a dexterity saving roll, please. Terrence, you made a 12, which is not going to be high enough.
11.
And Dobby, you did not make a high. No, 11 is actually high enough. My apologies. So you don't slide, but you don't get an attack of opportunity. All right, Terrence, he coils up around you, and now he has you in a constrictor hold.
I cannot use a dodge.
You cannot use a dodge.
Unfortunately.
Okay? So every turn that you don't get out, that comes to your turn, or it comes to the snake's turn, you take 1 health. So currently you just took 1 damage, and he has you constricted. So you'll need to make a strength saving throw on your turn, and if you break loose, you get an attack of opportunity.
Am I still able to attack from the constriction?
If you can break loose with your strength saving throw. Yep. All right, Zero. Even that while he's got poor Terrence there in a constrictor, he's going to lunge at you. He doesn't have fangs, so there's no poison, but he can still bite. Are you ready?
Yeah.
All right. What's your armor class? 14?
14.
All right, let's see if he gets it. It would be a nat 20. So he's going to come down. He puts a bite right on top of you. Luckily, remember, his teeth are broken, so his bite is not that strong as it should be. And you will take double damage, which for you, luckily, is only 3.
Like
Good nerd.
All right, we go back to the top. Dobby, you need to roll a dex saving throw to make sure you don't slide down. You're good. All right, now you get an attack of opportunity.
Keep going Eldridge again.
Do it. You can't make any saving throws.
That's your 2 hit. You don't.
There it is. 5 damage. Again, Terrence, while you're inside the snake, you see, like, not too far from where you are, kind of up the snake's neck, you see, like, this bolt of, like, flashing light go through. It almost looked like it was going to pierce through his skin, but you see it kind of, the scales are still holding strong. All right, up next is Zero.
Is the snake making any type of
Sound? No, this
noises,
snake's pretty
movements?
tough. This snake is, remember when you were in the cave, it was really silent? It's a very silent snake.
Does he notice anything's happening inside of him?
I mean, he's aware, but he's tough.
All right, so to get in like close quarters, I'd have to use dash to get to him, right?
You probably, or you
Okay.
can keep firing from where you are.
But he's got Terrence right now, right?
Yeah, Terrence is currently trapped.
So if I shoot, it possibly could hit Terrence.
The way the snake has him coiled, you won't hit Terrence.
Okay, in that case, yeah, let me just fire then.
All right. So you were firing. The
Mhm.
first perception.
Yep.
It's also critical if it hits you.
Oh yeah, no. If he rolls a dead one, it's him. Yeah.
It's hitting me in the head.
Yeah.
12 damage.
You can do this.
Yep.
You hear the snake start kind of talking in y'all's head out loud. You just hear the name Lixian being echoed in y'all's heads.
So 18.
But he says it in a weird way. Where it's like Lixian, Lixian, almost like he's got a lisp. All right, I saw 13, so that does work.
13.
What'd you roll?
18.
Now roll your damage. 13, 18. It's the same number, right? 6 damage to the snake. Okay, so this arrow pierces the snake kind of in between its armor. This time you kind of notice the snake's a little bothered by it. He's annoyed. He's not hurt, but he's annoyed.
He felt that one.
He felt that one. All right. Again, now that you have a arrow in him, you can actually use it as a point of reference.
Yep.
All right, Terrence, roll a strength saving throw. See if you can break free.
I imagine that breaks me through.
Absolutely. You are broken free. All right. You are basically, both arms are out. You've gotten both your arms out, and the snake still has a bit of a grip, but it's not tight. It's not as tight. So you either can jump out or you can get an attack of opportunity, but then the snake on his turn has the chance to constrict you again.
I'm going to attack him.
Okay.
So I'm just going to go for an unarmed strike. Case.
Nice. 6 damage. All right. You punch him, and you notice a tooth actually comes out. Like, you punch the snake, and you just see, like, it turn to look at you, and as soon as it opens its mouth, just...
I just want to go straight for another unarmed strike, straight where I hit him on that.
All right, do it again. 4 damage. You punch him again in the face. This time, Dobby, you can hear the snake inside. Like, you hear inside the snake a voice screaming, "Help!" You're not in there by yourself. Next up would be the snake's turn. All right, Terrence, strength saving throw.
Imagine I'm good.
Yeah, absolutely. He goes to constrict you again. This time you jump completely out and you are fine. The snake is still going to go for an attack on you, Terrence. Let's see if it hits. You ready?
Well,
Are you going to dodge?
I'm gonna dodge.
All right. I would recommend you save your dodge because he rolled a 4.
Well, thanks for being nice on that.
You're welcome. Next time I would have let you do it, but I'm
Okay.
going to be nice this time because
All
you're
right,
going to need
yeah.
it later. All right. He goes for the attack, and of course he misses. So now we go to the top of the line. Dobby, you just heard this voice. Now it's further down in the snake. You can continue to avoid being swallowed, or do you want to check out that voice?
I do wish I had Spec in here.
You have to you have to sacrifice. Look at me. So you sacrifice 3 of your saving rolls. Remember, you have 10. You have to sacrifice 3 of them to move down to see what's there.
Confirmed.
What do you want to do?
Checking it out.
All right. So you slide down the snake, and as you come down, you realize you are face to face with this. Only be described as like it looks like muscle of the snake, but it has an outline of a female, and her face is like peeking through the muscle, and she is like, she's got tears in her eyes, and she's just, first of all, she's shocked. She just sees this one-eyed fella in front of her, and she just basically tells you like, help, I don't know what happened. I was kidnapped, and I woke up. Some type of ritual, and now I'm trapped in the snake.
Are you controlling the snake?
No, I have no control over it. The moment you hear that, you hear another help. Don't go down too far, where you become a part of the snake. That's all I've been told from other voices in here.
I'll get you out.
Okay, what's your goal?
Get back to it.
All right, so now keep in mind, Eldred blasting might not be a good idea considering that she's right there. What do you want to do?
I use my dagger.
Okay. So you don't have to roll a dexterity saving throw considering that you decided to go ahead and move down. So now you can just roll your attack. 4 damage. You stab into the snake, and you guys on the outside see the snake wince. So there's actually, like, you can see that something's actually affected it that time. The toughness is not as there as it was before. All right. 0, you're up.
All right. I think I'm gonna try one more chance at doing the arrows again.
All right. Don't forget you have advantage considering that you have shot an arrow and you can see it.
Okay, so how does that affect?
So when you roll perception, there's a good chance you're going to hit it, unless you just roll a really, really low perception.
Yeah, so I'm definitely doing arrows then.
Yeah.
Don't beat your arrow in this time.
All right, so roll
Immediately, Terrence just beats your arrow in. Can you see it?
All right, perception.
Yeah, that's not going to work. You fire your arrow and actually miss this time. Luckily, you still can. You have sight on that other arrow that's in there.
Okay.
So now, don't forget. Do you have 2 cross? Well, you have one that malfunctions.
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
right.
I'm down
Okay.
to
Don't
just
forget
one.
on your next rest, you need to repair that.
Yep.
All right. So you fire and you miss. That goes to Terrence. Terrence, roll me a strength saving
Did you not
throw.
fix it on the long rest? It took a long rest.
I never clarified it.
Yeah, so that's an absolute save. He goes to constrict you again, and Terrence, you move out of the way. So Terrence, he is now available for an attack. Again, you're close. There's no need for perception.
Unarmed strike to his face once more.
4 damage.
I'd like to do flurry of blows this time to his body.
All right, fire away. Where are you hitting? Are you hitting like the face, the neck,
So
kind of
the first
lower?
hit was like in the jaw.
Yeah.
And then the second hit was kind of in between a crack of the armor, where I'm far enough away from Zero's arrow to where I know I'm not going to mess with his area.
I need you to roll me a flat 20.
What's up, everyone in the chat? I know we're trying not to focus too much on chat while we play this, but good to see you guys here. Thank you
Also
for watching.
17.
Dobby, you are looking this woman in the face only to see a fist blow through her face. And like right in front of you.
You can hear me now, you son of a bitch!
But that woman just died.
You killed her!
Was that? What are you talking about?
What do you mean, what am I talking about? I know you don't know because I'm in here and you're out there.
Have you pulled your fist out so he can hear you?
Well, I already hear mumbling, so I just instinctively pull my fist out.
Pull
at
your
that
fist
point.
out. That needs to be captioned. Anyways. So he pulls his fist out, and y'all are now talking to the hole in the snake. The snake is literally like going like this, trying to figure out where y'all are talking in
There's
its body.
people in here outside of me.
Well, how do we handle this? If we punch the snake any
Zero,
further,
you're hearing
Aim further
Terrence
up.
just talking to the snake, a hole in the snake.
The further down you go on this snake, there's people down there. Go further up on the snake with your attacks.
I can hear him, right?
You can't hear Dobby, but you can hear Terrence talking to somebody.
can do. Zero. He's in there. He's in there. I'm like flabbergasted at the fact that he's just speaking to me through
A hole in the snake?
a husk of snake.
I just yell back, yeah, we know. He got eaten by the snake.
But he's here.
Ah, cool.
You see him do that? He like puts he's here and puts his hand like in through the hole.
Ow!
And literally, Dobby,
It's in my eye!
Dobby, you see the whole of this woman's face, just a hand come through and poke you in the eye, and then come out.
I only have
Wait,
one
wait,
eye.
wait. Why is there even more? Why is there brain on my hand?
Dobby, do you have the guts to tell him now?
White sands, everyone. White sands.
All right, Snake's turn.
I was going to use these anal beads later on this girl.
All right.
I saved her.
No, you didn't. She's dead. That's what. Never
I don't
mind.
know what would have been worse.
Terrence,
for her.
make a strength saving throw. As you make this roll, the snake is going for another coil
I
around
imagine
you.
that's okay as
You
well.
do, and you see the snake realizes it can't, so it's darting away from you. Zero. Make a strength saving throw. Perfect. It goes to coil around you, and you do make a save. Now the snake is going to add a bonus action, and unfortunately, there's one person on this map who can't make a saving throw. And immediately as y'all turn, you seen Speck
Put him
gets
in
wrapped
there.
around, and now he is caught in the boa constrictor.
You didn't-
So
Jack, are you okay?
and you hear Speck go from ah to ah, and immediately Speck does lose 1 HP, which, as you know, if he doesn't have a lot. So Speck is now in immense amount of pain. Dobby, you're up. Dobby, you can hear outside. Well, you can hear through the hole now. All you hear is ah. You've never heard Speck make that noise before, except for that night with the Centurion Man. But you can hear.
Can he make it out that that's Speck, or he just knows it's a
He just
sound?
knows there's a weird noise coming from outside the hole.
Can I make it out of the hole?
Do you want to rip out the hole?
No, I want to keep fighting. I feel like I'm gonna do more damage inside. I want to use my dagger again.
Okay, I need you to make a dex saving throw to make sure we don't slide down.
12.
12.
15.
That works. You don't slide. Do your damage.
Four.
4 damage. You stab this dagger
First-
into the snake.
Yeah, four.
You stab the snake into the side again with your dagger. When you stab, are you just stabbing? Are you pulling?
No,
Are you
it's like-
twisting? Okay, so you're actually. All right. Tell me, where do you stab? Do you stab?
So I'm assuming I'm on the belly. Like, the undercarriage. of the snake.
If you had
So I'm
went
just-
down 5 levels, you'd be exactly at the belly, but you're like right
But
above it.
you
So
get what
yeah,
I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah,
I'm like
yeah. So are
on
you
the
sliding
bottom
down? You
of
want
the
to cut
s-
down
I'm,
to the
like,
belly?
cutting down.
So do you want to sacrifice a saving throw to slide down with your dagger and do more damage?
Are you like?
Yeah, so I feel like I'm sliding down on it and stopping.
Okay,
That's
so
what
like
I'm
you
kinda,
pull down.
I
So
imagine I'm like holding on by
so
my
when
dagger.
you
at this
grip
point.
in with this and you pull down, you actually begin to see. You're starting to see the scales. Like when you stab, you're starting to see the scales are starting to break a little bit. So you still can't necessarily see through the snake other than the hole, but you're beginning to see like those scales are not holding up as strongly as they were. So you guys see the snake, while even though it's constricting Speck, you can see almost like a gash come out the side of the snake. Doesn't break through the skin completely, but you see it enough that like you can see the blood under the scales. In the spaces in between the armor. And this time you see the snake kind of like throw its head back, pull its head forward. You notice the eyes go from like this yellow color to like this full red. And this time you see the snake constrict Speck. And all of a sudden when it constricts Speck this time, now you all of a sudden see Speck's like getting older. It's beginning to drain something out of Speck. And you see Speck hair starting to turn white. When that happens, you see the snake's hole close up at gash heal, and you see the snake starting to become strong again. So, back to the top. Dobby, you just did yours, so now we have 0.
All right. So I want to run in Specs,
Okay.
have my dagger, and try to attack like the snake that's wrapped
Okay.
part. You know, the part that's wrapped around them. So
So for that, you
I'm assuming I'm like nearby Specs enough to.
Yeah, so what you can do, because again, we're not really worried about the snake's armor class, you can roll a strength, just a flat strength check, to see if you're going to be able to. Let's say are you trying to climb up there and do a stab to get the snake to release?
So
Yeah.
I'm assuming his Specs like near the ground, or is like he lifted
He's up, like it's like a coiled up. You could go Dex, would be your better route. I mean, but unless you have a better strength roll, because either you got an option, you either can run in, stab that snake straight head on, or if you've got a better Dex, maybe you can take a good shot somewhere.
Yeah, I'd rather do the Dex.
Okay, so do we want to try to jump up on the snake and fire, or do you want to just fire from where you are and see
Might
if
as
you
well.
can get a good shot?
Might as well fire from where I'm at.
All right, fire away.
I need to do the Dex.
So it's a perception. You're going to do a
Perception.
perception. If you were going to like actually try to jump the snake, I'd make you do a Dex.
Gotcha.
Oh yeah, that's going to be you see it. So luckily you also see the arrow that you fired, and luckily the arrow that you shot before is like sticking up in a way where you can see a crack in the armor already. So roll your damage. You do hit the snake, but you can tell the snake has been kind of like strengthened from what it's done to Specs. So now the snake, while you hit it, and obviously it hurts, the snake is back to that form where it's not necessarily bothered. Terrence, you're up. So Terrence, think of it, you have the snake's tail on your side, the head, and most of the bodies with Specs and 0.
So what I'd like to do is just climb up to the snake.
Okay.
From the tail upwards to where Specs is and try to move.
Okay. So what I'm going to say is, I think you have enough movements to get there, going from tail to the coil. So you are going to run tail, go straight for the coil. I will need you to roll a strength, because,
Saving throw.
yeah, because what the snake's fixing to try to do is see if he can bump you off. 11. So the snake is going to bump his tail up. He doesn't get you off all the way, but he stumbles you just enough that you have to grip back on. You have to kind of like fall and grip him. And so you are at the back of the tail. You are on the snake, but you're not off. All right, snake's turn. So the snake's kind of fighting 3 battles at once. So what he's going to do is he's obviously going to tighten on Specs. So he's going to take 1 more hit point for Spec, who currently looks like he's getting older. And he's going to go for a bite attack on Zero. So he's going for a bite attack on Zero. Let's see if he gets 6. That is a nat 20 again. Zero, are you ready?
Go.
And luckily his bite is not that strong, so you take 6 damage. You still up?
Still up.
Okay. All right. Then he's going to shake his tail and see if he can knock you off, Terrence. Terrence, you make a dex saving throw. Let's see if he's successful. All right. He goes to try to throw you off. You made a 19. The snake only made a 6, so you do stay on for the ride. He flaps his tail up and he's like just wiggling you on and like Terrence, you're just firmly gripped onto them scales. You're not coming off. All right. So that leads us back to the top. Dobby, you can hear Specs screaming like right outside. And it's gone from like, normally for you, it's one of those things where you're like, Specs. But this is like, Specs is in pain.
All right, so I'm away from that girl died.
Yeah.
So I can start using Eldritch Blast again.
All right.
So I'm going to go Eldritch Blast again.
Okay.
5.
Okay. Just 5 damage.
Yeah.
So you obviously Eldritch Blast again. You know this. You can see that when you hit it, the snake is strong again. Like when you punch that you blast that muscle, it tears, but it doesn't do what it did before, where like you saw it dig into the scales with your dagger. But obviously the snake is hurt. So that goes to you, Zero. You just took a bite attack from this snake, who is determined to kill you.
Going back out the arrow again.
All right. Luckily, you have an arrow that you see, so you have advantage on your perception. Now you have 2 arrows that you see.
Yeah.
That'll hit. Kind of tell me, when you shoot this arrow, like, are you aiming at the arrows that are already in them? Or are you aiming kind of below them?
So, where's my arrow in reference to Specs?
So if Specs is like up top, you have an arrow like right in front of a piece of that snake's body, where one is, and the other one was kind of further up. So like Specs can look and see it. It's on the side of the snake, whereas the second one you shot's on right here, like right in.
I guess what I'm doing is I'm going to go for like the in between. So I can see the bottom, I see the top, and go for that middle.
Okay, so now you have 3 arrows that are kind of all connected right there.
Yep.
All right, Terrence, you're up.
All right, I would like to keep on my mission to get Specs out of there.
All right, strength saving roll. So let's see if you can stay on while the snake's moving. Snake is going to buck you off immediately. And so you start running. You're getting pretty close to where he's got Spec coiled up, and he actually bucks you off by flailing his tail at the last minute when you lose focus. So you are off. So you would land, if he bucks you, you would land right here. So you're kind of still, you could get in within striking range on your next turn, but at this point you've got no advantage. So the snake's up next. You see he constricts Spect for another HP, and this time he's going to do a tail whip on you, Terrence. Davi, inside the snake you hear help, but now it's multiple voices. It's not just one. Does a 19 hit?
Yes.
Okay, so a tail whip is 4 damage. So he literally turns. As soon as he bucks you off, you hit the ground, look up to only see a tail just smack you back down. All right. He's going to turn and look at you, Zero, and you can tell that he has started to stretch himself out, because as he goes for a bite, he can't reach you. So you've noticed that he's got his tail's pulled on one end and his head's kind of having a hard time because he's trying to keep Spec restricted. All right, Dobby, you're up.
Hit with Eldritch Blast again.
Hit him again.
Actually, I'm gonna go Dagger. I feel like it was doing better damage. How far do I have till I'm?
You currently have, so you've done 4. You got 6 before you're at considerably what will be the part of the snake you don't want to be.
Okay. So I'm gonna do the same thing where I stab
And slide down one.
slide.
Okay. So you're sacrificing a saving throw. You stab and slide. All right. So you pull and you start pulling down, and again, as you go, the muscle's not giving, but as you get to the last part of your dagger, you begin to see. Okay, now you're seeing scales again. So that muscle's starting to weaken again. All right. Zero, you're up.
Come back with arrows again.
All right.
Perception.
Do I see anything inside of this snake? Heart? Anything?
You want to use a bonus action real quick before I do what he's fixing to do?
Yeah.
Roll me a animal handling check. See if you have any knowledge of maybe snakes.
+0.
While that's going on, Zero, obviously you fired and you do hit. Okay.
15.
I'll come back to you, Dobby. You fire and you do hit. Roll your damage. Again, you're hitting where those arrows are. Where are you putting this arrow?
Just in the vicinity. Going outside of those outside arrows.
Okay.
Just somewhere on the inside of those.
Damage? 6. Okay, that's good. Actually, 9. That's good. So you actually fire. This time that arrow pierces in. Dobby, you see an arrow above you, like pierce into the skin. So like now you're seeing like snakes wearing. All right. So you know a little bit about snakes. The bigger the snake is, the tougher the muscle is. However, that muscle when stretched out is not as tough. So down below you, you can see where the snake's coiled. And you notice, you obviously know down there the muscle is tougher. But you know the stretched parts of the snake, the muscle is weaker. And so there's something you keep in the back of your mind, so you know that the stretched part of the muscle of the snake is the weaker, vulnerable spots to hit. You also see within the snake, below you, you begin to notice this almost like vocal cords. Like, you know, the snake can talk, but you notice the snake has a vocal cords below you, like human vocal cords almost. So maybe the snake isn't fully just a snake. All right, Terrence, you fire the arrow in, hits the snake. Dobby sees it pierce through and actually can see it above him. Terrence, you're up.
Oh, back on the grind here. We're gonna just run up towards the snake. This time we're gonna actually attack it.
All right, go for it. So you move in on the snake.
Want a perception check over that? Or?
No, you're close in. Roll your attack. I ain't worried about the perception check this time. This snake isn't so much worried about trying to dodge or use its armor to protect itself.
Now hit it with an unarmed strike. First attack. 7 damage.
Okay.
Then what I'm doing for that attack is running up as far as I can to the snake, past around where the coil is.
Okay.
And I'm just punching.
Okay. Tell you what, roll me a flat strength check. As you're about to roll your strength check. Okay, so you roll a 15 athletics. That works. I'm okay with that. So you just punch into the snake and you see its group loosen on Spec. Still has a bit of a grip, but the grip is not as strong as it used to be. So Spec is no longer taking health loss. But you notice the moment that the snake's grip loosens, you see Spec go from like, and just passes out.
Okay, with my second flurry of blows on that same position.
All right, fire away. Don't you love phones? They make things so much easier, don't they? All right,
7.
your last strike punches through the snake's skin, and you see it immediately let go of of Specs, and it uncoils itself, and it turns around to look at you. Dobby, You can see down below past the vocal cords there is a fist that is just punched through the wall and pulled back out. So you've noticed
Another hole.
there's another hole. You see right across from that hole, you actually see another face stuck in the muscle, and it sees you and recognizes you, and it's a man, and he just goes, "Help! Help! I can't get out!" But it's the snake's turn. So, Terrence, snake's coming down for a bite.
This is outside of character, but does he recognize Dobby's character or just recognize that
He
he's
just
there?
recognizes that somebody's in the snake.
I'm gonna go ahead and
Okay.
use the skill dodge
Okay.
for that one because I'm at 6 HP.
The snake is coming down really hard. Dobby, you feel the snake, like you felt it lunge up inside, and then all of a sudden you feel it just like go almost like at this angle, so you know it's coming down on something. All right, what was your dodge? You dodged? Okay. So it comes down. Terrence, you move out of the way, and the snake just bites just solid ground. Pulls it up, and it's just got dust in its teeth. Dobby, you're up.
So my dagger's still in.
Yeah,
the
you
snake,
got you got your dagger in the snake.
and it's at the already at the low at the where the skills were damaged.
Yep.
So I'm gonna just keep at it.
So you're
I'm
sliding down.
Still sliding.
Okay. Roll your damage.
Oh, I did an Eldritch Splash on it. Did do a dagger.
That's okay. You rear back to do an Eldritch Blast, and you're like, never mind, I'm doing the dagger. Change his mind midway. 4 damage. So you slide down the snake, you pass its vocal cord, and again, now your blade actually peeks through the scales. And so your blade's stuck though. It is stuck in the scales. Behind you is that gentleman that you just recognized. And he's like, how did you get in here?
Now the snake coming down.
Yeah.
Did I move at all?
So yeah, because after it bit the ground and came back up, it had dust in its mouth. So you had dust just come down its throat as you saw. So you get covered in cave dust. But as it comes back up, the man behind you now just goes, "How'd you get in here?"
How else do you get inside of a snake?
I don't know. I woke up. Some ritual just put me in here. I don't know
What
how
is
I got.
this ritual y'all keep talking about?
I don't know. I don't know how many of us are in here.
A lady was a little bit ahead.
Yeah, I've spoken with her.
She did a ritual.
No, some type of ritual we were all involved in. I don't remember. We were training.
Or
We were going to become vampires, and this ritual that took place, we just woke up inside the snake.
you know Melvin?
I
Or were
don't,
you working for Lixie?
Lixie and our master. Could you tell him that we're in the snake?
Absolutely.
Please, we want out. You notice that when you see him talking, it's like that weird look that you remember the acolytes having, kind of on his face. But there's no symbol on his body. You don't see a symbol on the
No
forehead and
black
neck.
eye.
No, nothing. But you just he looks like a normal person. But you've recognized that he's in some service to the vampires. Wanted to become one. So, after Dobby's turn, Zero, you're up.
Back again with arrow.
All right.
Still shooting in the same area in between those
All right.
higher and lower.
There's only one problem. Specs is hanging over those arrows.
Okay, well in that case, I would want to run in with my dagger.
Okay.
All right. Since I'm closer, I need a roll of perception or
Nope, you're going in for a straight attack. That's fine.
damage.
Nice. So you stick this dagger in the snake, and you realize your dagger goes in. It pierces, but now it's kind of stuck.
Right.
So, your situation, your dagger's kind of stuck. It's in there. It's embedded. So,
Yep.
Terrence, you're up.
All right. we're gonna run up on the snake and we're just gonna hit him with an unarmed strike.
All right, where are you hitting? Like, kind of give me the
I'm
ballpark.
I'm gonna run up towards the side, away from the side where Specs is. and
Okay.
just smack him in the back of it.
Okay. All right, so you hit the snake, and when you hit it this time, you see the scales lose their blue tint. Like, almost when you hit it, you see like a wave go through the snake, and the blue tint kind of goes away.
Like almost green.
Yeah.
So now with my second action, I'm just going to run up towards its jaw and just uppercut it with another unarmed
All
strike.
right. 5 damage. You hit this snake. I mean, you go for the uppercut, and all of a sudden, this snake's double eyes go away, and now it has 2 typical snake eyes,
Right.
almost like it's morphing. You also have noticed the snake is starting to get. You see its scales are starting to become very discolored since it's lost the blue tint. All right, so the snake's turn. It is going to try to re-put its grip around Specs, who has no strength, obviously. And so it retightens its grip, or Specs screams again, and begins to drain from Specs. So you already noticed Specs kind of looked old, and you saw his hair graying. Now you're seeing his hair turning white. And at the same time, Dobby, inside you, that gentleman who was right across from you, yeah, inside you, yeah, right across from you in the snake, you see him immediately like start doing this, like his eyes widen. He's like, no, 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 and you see he gets pulled into the snake, into the muscle, and it's almost like you see his body. We're looking for like almost thin, and then just go through the muscle. And you guys on the outside see the snake's eyes go,
Wait, there's some Majin Buu.
Double
Dragon Ball Z
again?
bullshit here.
and you see the blue tint come back.
Remember Majin Buu would do that. Dragon Ball Z.
Zero. We need to get Specs away from. We need to get Specs away from the snake.
But don't
He's just
worry
gonna
about
keep
Specs.
doing this.
Yep.
Not worried about me.
You've had holes to get out.
By the way, Specs has just lost another health point, and he's not looking great.
I don't know if I had a hole to get out of it. It was only
Let's
this size
prioritize
hole.
our next rolls to get Specs away.
Dobby, you're up.
Continuing on the path, I've still got
You want to slide down again?
still got four.
Okay.
Still got four. I mean, what else?
You
do
got 5.
do?
So I do have
So-
a question with
Yeah.
that. So since he's like going down and stuff, since he has specs, is that all healing back up? Or
No, the
At this-
damage is there.
okay.
So at this point, my blade is sticking through.
Yeah.
So this is straight opening them up.
Yeah.
So at some point, I could just fall out.
You could, but he just re-strengthened, so when you go to do your attack, you might see a difference. Want to roll your damage?
Do I see the hole still?
Yes, all the damage that has been done is there. It's just the snake is basically healing himself. But
Can I
he's
make
at-
the hole big enough to get out?
You can, but you'll need to use strength. If you're talking about like trying to either use your knife or you're gonna have to grip and like pull.
Yeah.
Okay. Roll. So are you gonna? So first you gotta climb back up, or do you want to try to get down to the arrow that was below you? Which way you want to go? Either you can go up to the hole. That's gonna be a dex climb, or you can sacrifice a saving throw and come down and try to tear open where the arrow is. But then the strength roll is gonna be tougher.
I'm gonna save it. I'm staying inside of it.
Okay.
A little longer. So I mean, at this point, my dagger is still in
Yeah.
it. It's poking through. So I'm
Sliding down.
sliding back.
All right, roll your damage.
6.
All right, so you come down, you notice you get your dagger out, and you begin to stick it back in to pull down, and you notice the muscle's tight again. So as you slide down, it's cutting, but it's not as deep as it was before. So you do damage to it, and obviously it's affected the snake, but it's not bothered. All right, Zero, you're up.
So where my dagger got put, is that anywhere close to specs? Or is it?
So basically the snake loosened, right? It loosens up.
Yep.
You stab and then it re-tightens back up. So you got to think where your dagger was shifts position. So now, in a sense, do you want to move with your dagger when it re-tightened, or did you want to let your dagger just go?
kind of want to move with the dagger.
All right, so when you moved with the dagger, you moved to this side.
Okay.
The specs is right here in the middle of the snake, right? So you're on basically the northeast side of the snake. You can see Terrence on the southeast side of the snake. Terrence, and then you've got Specs sitting right in the middle. And at this point, the way the snake is coiled up is it's coiled up to the point where like its head is up high, and the only thing on the ground is just its tail, which is between you and Terrence.
So is there a way for me to try to grab the dagger out and then jump up higher for a...
Yeah, so when the snake healed, you notice that your dagger is easier to pull out.
Okay.
So you pull your dagger out. Are you going to try to jump and do an attack?
Yeah, I want to kind of like jump and then just like stab.
Roll me an acrobatics check.
Okay.
Do you need to grab a drink? Do you need a minute to grab a drink? Oh, okay.
All right. Skills, acrobatics.
Oh, yeah. All right, so the snake doesn't move. You're able to jump up one level. You got that when it's coiled up on Specs, there's like 4 levels.
All right.
You jump up 1.
Okay.
So you were up off the ground on 1 level.
This is me like doing the jump. Do I do my damage now?
Yep.
Okay.
So you're basically going to use your dagger as a way to climb up.
Yeah, like I would jump and then stab.
Okay, so you do 6 damage, you stab into the snake. Of course, you notice that your daggers don't go in as deep as they did again before, but you notice they're in.
Right.
So it is still, you're putting damage into the snake.
Yep.
Terrence, you're up.
All right, I'm just also gonna go on the way of climbing up the coil.
Okay.
While I go up towards the snake, I'm just gonna hit it with an unarmed strike right at
Okay. So you're going to do a dex to move up. So you want to do an acrobatics check.
it.
15. All right. So you jump up 2 levels. Remember, there's 4 levels of snake. So now you're 2 levels up. And you're just going to lay into them. Lay into them.
Oh, there's a whole different screen to get to my actions from that.
Yeah, it's rough on that.
Yeah, I'm just gonna smack him as hard as I can with an unarmed strike.
All right. 5
damage
damage.
there.
You punch it. You kind of see some scales get cracked because of your punch.
I'm gonna do a flurry of blows.
All right. Waylay into them.
Into the spot to the side of it, not at the same spot.
Okay.
I don't want to break it.
All right. You waylay in, and you can feel your fist break the scales, and you begin to hit the muscle, but you don't break through. But you do see scales come off. Interesting fact. Roll me a perception check. See if you notice it. Well, I always recommend a tablet or a computer.
You got one if he wants to do one for the next one.
Yeah, there you go.
Get 2 extra laptops. Because I got this one and I got the charger stuff. Like
I imagine I do not notice that very well.
No, I'll say this: you hit what's underneath the scales, and it's like it's not what you think you would hit for a snake underneath scales. All right. So after Terrence turns, it's the snake. The snake is going to, of course, constrict Spec and take another health point. And now it's going to lunge down for a bite on 0 while moving its tail at Terrence. So we'll roll first for the bite. It's an 18 hit.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. All right. And I'll go ahead and roll for the tail hit with Terrence. Does a 18 hit you as well? All right. So first we'll roll the bite. 1 damage, 0.
There we go.
And 4 damage for you, Terrence.
Ooh, thanks.
All right. Back to the top. Dobby, you can hear
Harris,
movement.
how are you doing?
White Shores. You can hear damage going on out there, and you hear Terrence let out a pretty gnarly scream because, like, you could just see the back end of the snake come straight down on top of him. Things are not looking good out
Zero,
there,
you
Dobby.
wouldn't happen to have a healing potion, would you?
Nah, never picked one up.
He only has drinks, my friend.
Do I have drinks?
Y'all, of course, y'all brought drinks.
Oh, I wish I would know that. I must have been too drunk to remember.
Yeah, you forgot.
Yeah,
You're still
yeah.
covered in the smell of piss.
But that was something we didn't do when we start.
I know.
What am I noticing with the snake? Getting stronger still.
So roll me a perception check.
Wait for that one.
Passive perception.
Yep. That would be a nat 20. 0. You.
Not 0.
I know, but I'm talking about 0. After it bites you, when it came up, you realize that the snake is doing this weird shifting. Like sometimes the double eyes are there, sometimes they're gone. Sometimes the blue tint's there, sometimes the blue tint goes away.
Yep.
Dobby, inside, something you've noticed as you've moved down. Every time that shift on the outside happens, on the inside, you notice the muscle constricts and then loosens, constricts and then loosens. So you've noticed not every time when the snake moves it does that, like almost like it's flexing, right? Terrence, you didn't notice it earlier, but when you punch through the snake, the punching is very similar to like punching human skin whenever you break the scales. Dobby, you're recognizing that this snake isn't really a snake. It's a human who is somehow shapeshifted into a snake.
Still look for the heart.
Well, you're getting close. We can make a deal. You can pull the dagger out and slide down, and I can tell you where the heart is, but you only have that one dexterity save to get to it, or else you slide below it and got to climb up.
Let's roll.
All right. So
He's gonna die.
you're gonna undo your dagger, and you begin sliding down the snake. You're passing, and now all of a sudden you start noticing you're seeing more and more faces as you go, and they're screaming for help as you go all the way down. And now you see the heart right in the wall. Roll me acrobatics check. You stab your dagger into the wall on the opposite side of the heart, and you are now face to face with the heart. When the snake feels you slide down and realizes where you get, it's going to move. I need you to make a dexterity save. And the snake rolls a 10. So it's going to move at you. You let go of the dagger and hits the heart with your face, and you drop down below it. But somehow you have a hand reach out and grab you. And you look up. One of the people who were infused into the snake's bodies had a hand that was free. And you see he's just hanging on to you, and he's like, you gotta help us. You gotta help us get out of here. We want to go back to Lixie and our master. He's hanging on to you. That ends your turn. 0, you're up.
All right, so I know I would definitely want to keep on climbing up.
Okay.
Pull up the app because the tablet can crash
Oh no.
a little bit.
I love technical difficulties.
Right, yeah.
They make everything better.
Sorry, I'm using your phone holder.
Always remember, people, this is a home brew. We're at home. Well, we're actually at Bronson and Hunter's home.
Okay. Come back. So from where I was, I definitely want to keep on moving up.
All right.
Kind of do the same action, like jump and use the dagger. Okay. So what do I need?
You're going to roll in acrobatics.
Back up.
I'm good. It's all yours, buddy.
Acrobatics. 4.
All right. You move up 2 levels. You are now on the 3rd level. And so, like, you can literally, because you're tall enough, you can see over the snake. You see specks. He's still passed out. You've noticed his hair's just fading color. He don't look great. Specs looks aged. He looks about like he's in his 60s.
All right, so we'll do the damage, I guess.
Poor Specs, man. He's having a
Yeah.
rough time.
First he gets to use the human shield. Now he's getting siphoned off.
Come on.
Dagger damage. 6.
All right, so you stab into the side of the snake. Again, you notice that you pierce through the scales, and actually you're digging the skin. So you're actually like getting into the snake again.
All right, you said I was like up close.
Yeah, you can peek
Really?
over and see Specs. Terrence, you're on the second level. What are you going to do? As you hear Dobby talking to you through the snake.
I'm going to unleash more upon the snake's body.
Oh, okay.
I'm just gonna immediately hit it right in the stomach. as
All
hard as
right,
I
you
can.
punch in the stomach and you break through scale and you begin to hit muscle.
In that same spot, I begin to unleash flurry of blows right after.
All right, your fist breaks through the wall, and this time you notice because you just waylaid into it, like the hole's a little bit bigger. Not enough that you can climb through, but it's big enough that like you could probably, like if you wanted to, like almost stick both hands through. So you've left a pretty big gash on the snake. You guys notice the blue tint go away again, and you see the double eyes fade. However, you were not able to get Specs out yet, so again, the snake begins to drain Specs.
So like my attack just then when I was still striking it.
Yeah.
Did that not break him loose? at all?
Nope. The snake is very strong this time, thanks to Specs. Again, he begins to drain from Spec again. He re-strengthens. Blue tint, double eyes. Specs does not look good, and Specs is now have 0 health. So now, if the snake continues, Specs will actually just die. Dobby, the snake uses this turn to drain from Spec. Obviously, you don't know that, but you see the muscle inside begin to tighten back up again. It's your turn. The heart's above you.
Guys got me by the hand,
Guys got you by the hand.
so I'm pleading with this guy to pull me up to the heart. That's where my dad, or no, my
So
dagger's
he
coming.
pulls you up as far as he can. He's only got one hand free, so he pulls you up, and basically he's got you up like
I'm
this.
like climbing
Yeah.
his arm.
Yeah. You look below you and begin to see like a spiral of people. Like in the way they're like in the muscle of the snake is in different positions. Where above it was like, you know, you might see a face. Now it's like you might see a person with both arms. You might see a person with like a leg and an arm out. It's like almost like a grotesque look. That's just like what is going on in the snake. So he pulls you up. You can reach up to your dagger, and you are right across from the heart.
I want to pull my dagger
Mm-hmm.
and pretty much make a leap to the heart with the dagger.
All right, so
This is a big snake.
this
so I'm
is
assuming it's a
yeah,
leap.
it's a leap, so it is an acrobatics check. If you miss this, you go
9.
you go for the stab, and you get right below the heart. So you still have your dagger, but you're right below it. So on your next turn, you might be able to finish him. We'll see. Now it's Zero's turn. Zero, Snake's blue tints come back. You've seen the double eyes reappear. It's re-strengthened back up. But you are literally right there where all you can do is climb over to get to.
All right.
So you can move just a move action to get to Spec.
If I get to Specs, is there like maybe somewhere I can try and grab him?
So you got
Or grab
options.
the-
You
yeah.
can either stab and see if it loosens the grip of the snake to pull him out, or you can use a strength check to see if you can pull him out.
All right. I think I want to like get over to the top of him and then use the dagger to try and stab. his-
Okay. So you're going to go for a stab.
At this point, I just use damage.
Yep. Snake is going to make a strength check
Alright,
to
nice.
see
Got 6.
if his grip is going to loosen. Shout out to the 2 crew. The snake actually, his grip has loosened, and now Spec is kind of like think of like a widened hole, and Specs is just kind of.
Yeah.
You want to pull him out?
Yeah. if I can.
Strength save.
Yep.
Good news is snake is weakened.
All right. So save and throw strength.
Yep.
Okay.
Oh yeah, you pull Specs right on out.
Sweet.
When you see him, when you pull Specs out, immediately You see the blue tint go away, the double eyes go away. This time, the scales fall off. This snake is covered in giant human skin. Terrence, in front of you, you just see the scales and it's just human skin. You're up.
Oh, I'm just gonna keep smacking the crap out of it.
All right.
Me and Specs, we're just sitting on top of it.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's an unarmed strike right. in the
Yeah,
center where
now
I'm
you literally immediately just bust straight through. There's nothing stopping you busting through its skin.
At this point, I just work my way up and just flurry of blows right in multiple different spots to do as much as I can.
Right in front of you, you just waylay in and you're creating holes, and the snake is just, you get, all of a sudden the snake goes from like having that hissy, like to almost like it sounds more human voice, where it's like, you hear almost like a or it's almost like it's human. Less snake, more human. The snake at this point has realized that he is probably fighting a losing battle. So, Dobby, below you, you see all of a sudden all of the people begin to be absorbed into the muscle of the snake, like all at once. And on the outside, guys, you see the snake's skin begin to not go blue tint. It's this red armor-like skin just appear over him.
Sounds like
And
he's
when it
going
gets to his
defense.
face, you see this time horns above his eyes. You see the double eyes, and then on top of his head is like this. It's like almost like a unicorn horn, but it appears there. And the snake's fangs sharpen. So now, snake will be going for a bite on 0.
Got teeth this time.
5 will not hit you,
Nope.
but it's going to try and make an attack towards Terrence. It rolls a nat 1, Terrence. It misses you completely.
That gives me an opportunity.
Opportunity of attack. Yep.
I'm just gonna smack it with an unarmed strike then.
You waylay. Where are you hitting it? Tell me where you're going to hit it.
Wherever I was before. So, what was his attack?
So he comes up.
Directly?
Remember, he's arched up. He comes down and tries to hit.
Trying to bite me.
Yeah, he's coming down to bite you.
Okay, so
So
I'm
he's
just
still
gonna, like-
coiled up.
I'm gonna like cross counter him at that point.
Okay. So he comes to bite. You cross counter. Are you hitting like under the jaw?
I'm just going straight for his chin. Like,
Okay.
Kind of like I know I see the visible armor, so
Yeah.
I'm trying to get in between the gap of the armor.
You hit in between it, and you see like, remember he already lost a tooth. You see like his jaw smack together, and you start seeing like his teeth just fall out. But now you're seeing blood, like just blood come out of his mouth.
You say teeth. Is
Yeah.
it all teeth or is it?
You just couple his front teeth,
Okay.
but you're seeing the snake actually bleed. You're seeing like blood gushing out of its mouth. All right, Dobby, you have all this rumbling going on. You're like hanging on, and you realize like something's going on outside. You just saw all the people get absorbed into the skin. You were literally right below the heart.
I want to get to that heart.
You get the heart. All right, roll me a dex saving throw.
Come on.
When you stab into the heart, are you like trying to cut it out? Are you gashing down? How are you doing it?
So I'm trying to hold on to actually, because it's a huge heart.
Yeah.
I'm assuming.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to get to where I could actually be like on the heart and start cutting the heart straight.
All right, so you cut the veins that go into the heart. So on the inside, as soon as you do that, you feel it starting to tighten. Everything's tightening, the snake. On the outside, you guys begin to see the snake shrink, and it's starting to like lose its diameter. Dobby, tell me, how do you get out of the snake? Tell me, how do you want to do it, and we'll see what you roll.
It would be the same way that I've been trying the entire time, to where I'm just on the underbelly of the snake and I'm slicing it.
All right. So hold on. So
open.
from where he like slid down and stuff, is there an opening at all?
At this point, yeah, because the snake's shrinking.
Okay.
So you either can cut another hole from where you are. There's going to be a strength check and get out. Or you can roll a dex and try to jump out the hole that you ripped above. Whichever one you're stronger at's what I'd recommend.
Hold on, I'd have to run. Which one?
Either strength or either dex. You choose which one you want to roll.
Dex is gonna be my best bet.
Roll it.
9.
Not terrible. You do get out in time, but in the process, you do lose your dagger. You weren't able to pull it out. So as you jump out of the snake, and it pretty much shrinks down into size, before you guys is no longer a snake. It is a 6-foot elven man who is battered and bruised. You see the pupils in its eyes for all of a second. They flash, and he falls to the floor. Dead.
Sweet.
Told you I'd save you. Have you for
And
fatal beads.
as you come out of the hole, like it's like you literally, they see you jump out just in time as this man like he shrinks back into being again. And when he falls on the ground, you see blood just begin to pour out of his ears and out of his eyes and out of his mouth. It's black.
Like before, okay.
And this time, you hear all these screams of torment. And then it's just, and like he screams, but it's like multiple screams you hear. And in that moment, it's dead quiet in the cave. Now we can enter combat music. But it is just dead silence at this point. There's massive gashes on the ground from where the snake has moved. Specs is passed out, not looking great. You have this just pale elven man that apparently you've been fighting, who's been a snake this whole time, on the ground. There's just silence.
First thing I want to do, I want to check on specs.
Okay. Now keep in mind, no metagaming. Y'all don't know there was people in the body, so that would be something you have to inform if you decide to.
Right.
All right. Anyways, so you run over to Specs. He's out cold. He has a pulse. You've noticed that colors come back to his face, and you see the hair starting to kind of regain color, but it's a slow process. He doesn't look great.
Okay. From where I shot like the snake at that time, are there any arrows left over?
Yeah, he's got arrows in his body. They're in
Okay.
different locations though, because it's not all the same.
Yeah, I would like to collect
You want to
those.
collect them? All right,
Yeah,
so
okay.
you pull, what is that, 5 or 4 arrows out, if I remember correctly?
6,
6. You pull 6 arrows out of the snake's body that you do get to have back.
which I got a total of 10 after pulling those back out.
Perfect. All right, so Terrence goes and collects his arrows. Terrence, what do you want to do?
Apparently, I'm collecting arrows so far.
Right. So Terrence goes and pulls the arrows out for you and hands them to you.
So Terrence actually just flops over and sits flat on his butt because he has 2 HP.
Oh gosh.
So
I was at 7.
he's hurting.
Yeah. So Terrence drops. He's tired. Dobby, what are you doing? You just climbed out of a man.
Uh,
Yeah, you literally just jumped out. You're just like,
You see, you
So
hear
I-
Terrence yell.
I
You
know
went
that-
down on that dude.
I know that I missed. I know that we missed our opportunity before, and Melvin wanted to know about this black ooze. So I think we should collect this black ooze.
All right. So how do you want to get it out?
Trying to think. Didn't we were drinking? So we have drinks, right?
You do have drinks.
All right. So I want to pour. They're in a bottle.
Mhm.
I want to pour one of them out.
who has the bottles?
I feel like you would be the one who would carry them.
I would
We're
like
not going to pour them out. I'll drink one and hand them
Well,
to
then
you.
get fucked up.
Let
Okay.
me get a bottle of that.
Okay,
You
well-
see me like
So,
bloodied and
In
wanna
this,
battered.
split
in this
one?
cave where y'all just slayed a giant snake who apparently is a human, y'all are like just drinking around a dead body.
Okay, we'll pass the bottle. You know, that sort of aspect.
So like you kumbayaing
Can we
around the
hurry
body.
this? Can we hurry this along,
Sir?
please?
Are you willing to partake?
Let's go. Let's.
So all 3 of you are
thinking.
drinking.
Yep.
So it's technically a short rest. So you will gain some HP back. You gain. You can roll a 6-sided dice.
I'm fully health.
Yeah, you're fine. So, but both of y'all roll 6-sided dice and then double whatever you get, and that's what you get back.
Okay.
So.
Do I get my
Make sure I'm
dagger?
No,
I'm-
you
well,
lost it. It's in his
it-
body.
it's
Unless
in
you,
his body.
unless y'all can figure out how to pop his body open, you might find it in there.
So when I hit short rest,
Yeah.
out of character completely.
Oh, actually, you could. Oh, I forgot they added that. Take short rest. Yes.
I just want to make sure like I had the settings.
My
right.
bad. I forgot that
you're
they-
good.
So you want just automatically apply healing with dice
Yep.
result?
Yeah. I completely forgot that. That's
So
a
while
feature
they're
they have.
drinking, getting me an empty bottle, I want to use my sickle and cut his ass open.
You want to cut his ass or his chest? I want to make sure we clarify. Actually, you know what? You cut his ass open. He's already laying face down, so you go and like cut his butt open, and like in his bowels, you see your dagger, but it's covered in
Black ooze.
everything.
So my
That's too much excrement on that. Please don't pick that up.
so my
I pick it
HP
up.
should have gained a little bit back.
Yeah,
I pick it up
and like hold it to his
and
face.
hold it to Terrence's nose. How's this
Terrence is
smell?
very tempted to land an unarmed strike on him.
All right.
All right. So real quick.
Yeah, you good.
So I did short rest. It didn't do anything to the HP.
Just
Sure.
So
you can do D6.
yeah, you can do a D6.
I got the
Same
dice
number.
rolls here. I can do.
Yeah, just do
Yeah.
you can do custom D6.
Okay.
Multiply by 2.
Yeah, you can do that too. All right, so you cut his butt open, but you also notice you find the black ooze sitting in him, and you notice the black ooze is almost symbiote like. You notice it sees you and it like tries to like move further back up into his body away from you.
We done with this bottle yet? Are y'all done?
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
I'd like to collect this ooze.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Let's do it, yeah.
Just remember, like, we have to try and avoid the sunlight.
So Terrence doesn't drink. This is probably the first time
'Cause
Terrence
remember
ever drank.
when-
Yeah,
I'm
so-
slightly
Or either
You're-
that or we
you're
have
drunk.
to cork the bottle back.
Hey,
Oh,
just
yeah,
a
we're
heads
gonna have
up,
to cork the
Terrence
bottle.
is drunk. First time he's ever drunk,
not-
so he's drunk.
not drunk, but like I'm pretty good.
Roll me a 6-sided die.
I was
Okay.
about to say, I feel like there's a confrontation here.
There's a 6-sided die. Let's just see.
But we have to keep in mind that the blood and stuff turned to ashes.
Terrence is drunk. He's drunk. Like he's never drunk before. He's drunk.
Okay. So this is, I guess, the point where I'm changing my.
Yeah. So in this,
Back
hold
to
on. So in this moment, that black ooze moves up, and you notice it releases like a cloud immediately. You guys are sober enough. You move out of the way, but poor Terrence is still drunk and gets hit with the cloud. And Terrence, luckily, it's not anything bad to you,
It just farted.
but something happens to your voice.
What is this?
Oh no!
What happened to me?
This again?
We should have just shared the bottle, me and you.
Oh wait, I have to do drunk Mickey. Hold up.
What's going on?
Luckily, it's temporary,
It'll
but
be fine.
so anyways, are you collecting the ooze?
Yes.
All right, so
so tingly.
so you get the ooze into the bottle and you close it. And the moment
And I want to store this in where I keep my
so you're
underwear.
keystering it.
No, I want to keep it where I keep my underwear.
Okay, so it goes for your underwear. Okay,
That
got
way
it.
that it's in a dark area and the sunlight doesn't hit it.
Where do
Okay.
you store your underwear?
That's probably a question you shouldn't ask. Only him and the DM know.
I had a satchel.
Yeah,
Okay. Well,
a satchel. Anyways,
that's in the satchel.
he keysters it.
Your prayer beads.
Why do you think he keysters it? Anyways, so you cut the body open, you get the ooze out, and at the moment you do that, you see the body just disintegrates like that. So you guys are in this pit. You notice you got some options. You can climb up, or you can possibly look and see if there's a passageway.
You said before that it was kind of like lit up from the fauna and all that.
So like you can see, I mean the whole area is lit up. So you either can try to find a passageway or you can try to climb up.
I'm betting on passage, guys.
I mean, at this point, we need to just look around and see what our options
Hey, by
are.
the way, so that I mean, he's a little inebriated,
Yeah,
but
I wouldn't.
when I was when I was inside that snake, there was people inside of that snake.
Oh no.
Wait, so like he had ate more people?
Kinda. So they kept asking me to help, and I had a conversation with one of them, and one of them it said that he was training to be a vampire.
Oh, wait, so there was more people. Where are they at?
When he turned back into a man as I was coming out of this man.
That's homosexual.
I came out of him, not in him.
Right.
That doesn't make it any better. It really doesn't.
So, did y'all not hear the help, the screams?
I think a couple times I heard muffling, and then at one point maybe I heard you. Yeah.
These vampires or vampires in training were being trained by Lixian, and that's as far as I got. I was more focused on getting the hell out of there.
You left them?
I mean, they were on like the body muscle of the snake. He was absorbing them.
They were stuck to his skin?
They were stuck to his skin.
Huh. Well, that would explain what he did to Bex.
But it was weird.
So
They didn't have like black eyes or anything like that we've noticed with.
You said
other
something
people.
though. You said absorbing. He when on the outside he grabbed Specs, and that's why Specs looks the way he is now. It was like he was absorbing him. So I'm wondering if he had. I don't know. Maybe he swallowed those and left them like as reserves. This is
I
weird.
think is why wasn't so he was eating the centaurs, right?
He did the weird
the centaurs
red
were scared
thing.
of him. Yeah.
Did a
did-
weird what?
He did the weird red thing. And originally he did the blue thing, and then he went to the red thing.
Oh yeah. He changed colors and his eyes went from 4 to 2. Yeah. It was
Like a mood ring?
I
I
mean,
don't know.
kind of. It was more like a shade thing, but yeah.
Specs wakes up, not in great shape, but you can tell he's like just confused as all get out.
White sands.
And I
And
just start hugging him.
but you notice Specs doesn't have his voice.
So Specs at this point, did he age like skin wise? Does he look older, or is it just like his hair went white?
He aged all, but he's begun to kind of revert back to.
Oh, that's right. He
looking
was
young.
reverting, yeah.
But you notice like Specs when he opens his mouth to try to talk, there's nothing.
Thank God.
Right.
You see
Happy
Specs.
to-
You see
you're
Specs
okay.
just kind of like looks sad, like
Hey, glad you're okay though, buddy.
you see
You
he
did
gives you
great.
like a thumbs up. It's like the
Sorry.
slowest thumbs up you've ever seen.
You did great, buddy.
And you see he just kind of goes, nods his head real slow. One of you will have to carry him. He has no strength.
Have you
I
ever
got
thought?
it.
Okay, he's got him.
Terrence
Nope,
carries
he's
him.
got him. We don't have to do anything. He's
So
got
you
him.
guys
Okay.
feel along the wall. You notice there's like this small crevice gap that you can all slide through. You start as you slide through it, you begin to see above you almost like you can see bones have been stuffed into the wall. So it's probably like maybe it's maybe like a 3-foot gap that y'all can kind of shimmy through. You look up, it's like you see bones like stuck, like some of them are like stuck in between the two walls, like skeletons. They've been shoved in there in a weird way. And as you shimmy up, you notice it kind of inclines up. You come to the top of the cliff and you see
Well-
the opening of the cave.
These bones, as we're walking by, like they're actually stuck in, like there's no pulling out.
There's no pulling out.
Okay,
Something has purposely stuck them in there.
gotcha.
When you get to the mouth of the cave, you look behind you, and around the pit is this massive altar. And you guys remember you came down a waterfall?
Yep.
You notice the waterfall. The altar goes behind the waterfall. So you have this massive altar that you see, and then behind you, you have the cave exit. Anything you want to do before you leave the cave?
We look down the pit.
You look down the pit and recognize that the pit itself was literally built to look like a snake's head.
Throw a rock down it.
We just came from.
You just
down
throw a rock
there.
and it just.
Throw a rock down.
He's drunk.
Which reminds me, should we be letting the drunk person carry Specs?
I got it.
He's got him. He keeps saying he's got him.
I hope so.
Roll me a deck saving throw, please.
Thank you. That was-
Are you wanting to carry him?
Okay, luckily while drunk, he doesn't trip and drop specs
I think he's
down
got it.
the
Yeah, I
pit.
think he's good.
I told you, dude.
Okay.
I know my drunk people.
So you guys notice as you look at the altars, you see blood stains. Like it's not one continuous altar. It's like almost like different ones, but each of them have blood stains all around them. And then, like I said, you got it wraps around that waterfall.
What did we just walk into?
Isn't this where Melvin was trying to walk to?
Maybe. He left. I know he wanted to go from the top. We went down below. But maybe this is a good sign that we're reaching where we're heading.
It seems like you would have got here before us.
Yeah, he did leave earlier, so hopefully nothing happened with him. He should be somewhere near.
I don't know.
Let's check it out. Let's investigate it.
Yeah, well,
So you're
maybe
going
we-
behind the waterfall? So you go behind the waterfall, and you see these altars come to a point. And you notice this is newly constructed. Like, these altars don't look old. They don't look like they've been here forever. They look like it's been recently used. Where they meet, you see this massive...
Mm-hmm.
Yep. You see this massive fang like this, like, when I mean massive, I mean like big as one of like the snake's fangs up on top of the center altar behind the waterfall. And you notice that this altar has two snakes that come down it. And then you notice a skull, a human skull with vampire teeth sitting on the altar.
Huh. Did we mess with this? Because, I mean, we know Lixian was a vampire. There's literally
Is. Yeah, he's still alive.
Yeah, is. Bad. Is a vampire. There's literally a skull with vampire teeth and the fang from the snake.
We
You
could throw
think-
a rock at it.
Actually, that's not a bad idea.
All right. So who's throwing the rock?
I do it.
All right. What are you throwing it at?
Will you put Spec down before you throw the rock, please?
You might have a better aim, yeah.
Please. Don't be a hero.
I thought you hated Spec.
I do, but I'm looking out for your well-being.
I go to put Spec down. But
Okay.
I mean, like, I'm probably worse than I was before, so it's like, put him down.
This isn't going to go well. Luckily, there's multiple rocks.
Okay.
I grab like a pillow. Like I'd like to grab like 3 rocks.
Okay.
And shotgun it. at it.
Roll me, roll me a dex. Roll me your dex. Let's see if you hit it.
Saving throw or a check.
A check. Let's just go check. Let's see if you hit it.
How's an 18?
So you're scattered. Rock throw. What are you trying to hit?
I'm just going for like the whole.
I'm just going for the whole skull. Just
So you're hitting the skull. You
Blam.
want to hit the vampire skull, basically.
yeah, just knock it off.
You hit it, and you see the skull like hit the back of the wall where the altar is and come down. And hits the ground, like on the altar, and then you just hear a ouch.
Did y'all just hear that?
Someone's angry.
Can you say ouch again?
Ouch.
I think the skull is talking.
No. I think that's Melvin. Melvin!
Who is Melvin?
Okay, it's not Melvin.
I think the skull is literally talking.
You see the skull like pick up, and you see 2 red eyes in it, and you see it like just hops to the edge of the altar with
just
you
the
know,
skull, just
just
bouncing.
yeah.
I
Okay.
find this to be the perfect time to vomit.
He just vomits, and the skull's like the skull's like looking like, where did y'all come from?
Where'd you come from?
I'm a vampire skull. Where do you think I came from?
How long have you been here?
Well, ever since they brought me here.
You said they brought you here. Who brought you here?
The other vampires. You know how this works. You know, aren't y'all vampire initiates?
No.
Why am I talking to y'all? What are y'all doing at this altar?
Where's
the giant snake?
It's
Snake!
It's gone.
Snake!
It's gone.
Y'all killed the snake.
We had to. We had no other choice.
Yeah, he just decided to attack us.
What's wrong with him?
He might have had a little bit of to drink.
Uh-huh. All right. Let me ask this. Why are y'all in this cave?
Yeah. See, we kind of went down this area, and then we made it across this one stream, and it kind of just took us, and we ended up with the snake.
Horseman. You mean centaurs?
Drunk, so it has to be more
Yeah,
than
it makes sense.
Centaurians.
And you see like
Centurines.
the
Tangerines.
the skull looks at y'all and says, the horse people, you mean the sacrifices, the ones that you're turning into
Why do you
vampires.
sound like you're from bumfuck Alabama?
What's Alabama?
Whoa, wait, did you just say that horse people turned into vampires?
Yeah, we've been, when their soldiers come in here, we would just, wait, hold on. Why should I be talking to you?
Because we are your
We
only
asked you
people.
kindly.
If anything, you're left alone at this point.
Brother, I was in the other world, and for some reason, one of y'all summoned me back into this world and back into my skull head. I could go back anytime.
Who do you work for?
Who are y'all?
Lixian? What's that mean to you?
You see, he stops. How do you know Lixian?
Melvin?
Melvin? You know Melvin?
Yeah.
Why do you think we're here?
You're
Melvin's
friends with
guiding
Melvin.
us to go back to Lixian.
Melvin's guiding y'all.
Well, I mean, he's not here at this moment.
Melvin. Melvin is y'all are following Melvin?
Well, we kind of had a little dispute, but
To the point.
Yeah, this was our tour guide, the drunk one.
yeah, Melvin took the smarter route, I think.
This guy's ever only read a book.
Yeah.
You see, like, he kind of, like, stops talking. He's like, what year is it?
What year is it?
Out of character. What year is it?
Y'all don't know because you're drunk all the time.
Okay, there we go.
I would know if I was not
Make up a
drunk.
year. Quick. Give me a drunk year.
1736.
I was one then. There's no way. Y'all are following Melvin.
Hold on, you said you were one then?
Yeah.
Like 1 year old or when
Yeah,
you
I
were
was
a
1 year
vampire?
old. I mean, I'm a vampire now. I don't age, but I'm originally from a country in the wood elf land. In fact, I used to be a wood elf myself. That's why I sound like this back in the Hickahala.
So you returned as well.
Well, yeah,
Is that close to the Hick of Haley?
it was. Is that where you're from, brother?
No.
Oh, never mind. But y'all following Melvin?
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Why not?
Well, Melvin's Lixian's older brother. Melvin Melvin still commands the vampire army. Y'all know that, right? Like
Lixian wants Melvin dead.
Lixian wants Melvin dead. Okay, hold on. What have I missed? You see, like, he's like itching his head against the rock, trying to scratch. Okay.
How long have you been dead?
Well, let me back
Been
up.
dead
Let me
for a
back
long
up.
time. He was,
I
he's
mean-
a vampire.
They just constructed these altars
You know what I mean?
by Melvin's command. Y'all understand that, right? These altars were just constructed by Melvin's command. We've been sacrificing the centaurs in here to the giant snake.
I mean, yeah, we knew that. We're trying to get back to Lixian.
We're trying to turn them into vampires, and they're too weak, so we'd just be like, here, snake, absorb them.
We defeated a centaur in battle
You defeat a centaur in battle.
to
Yeah.
get here.
Whoop-de-frickin' do. Everybody can beat a centaur in battle.
Right,
Anyways.
yeah, of course.
Yeah.
And then we decided to help the centaurs
You
to find
decided to
out.
help. You mean you helped
what's-
the weakest race above all people? Congrats.
Well,
I see why Melvin left you.
The centaurs kind of played us too, though. They sent us down this route. Melvin told us don't go to it, but we fell for their trap.
You definitely fell for the centaur's trap. But
Yeah.
Melvin told you not to go down here.
Melvin said there was an easier route. Yes.
Melvin used to be my commander. I died under his command. How in the world is Melvin not commanding the vampire army? Wait, is the War of Blood still going on? Have we won yet?
No war of blood. Now there's black ooze.
Well, yeah, the black ooze is what we use to control people after we do the ritual sacrifice. And then if they died, their body would turn into ash and everyone around them would get infected with the parasite. That's how we were killing people off. We didn't have to win the war by blade. We won the war by dying.
But you just called it the War of Blood.
What do you think the black ooze is?
Ooze, not blood.
Black blood.
It's vampiric blood. All vampires have vampiric blood. It's black.
So it's been some time since the war, but yes, it is still going
Sometime.
on.
What do you mean by something? Listen, I have been cooped up at our original location to get carried to this altar that has just been built to oversee the continual sacrificing of these Centaurian folk who think,
What was the original location? We're looking for Melvin.
You boys don't know.
Where do
much,
you think
you?
Melvin would go?
Melvin's our god. Melvin knows
Melvin's
everything.
your guide.
Where do you think Melvin would go?
Melvin slaughtered thousands. I don't think he's guiding you anywhere, boys.
He helps us run a tavern.
I think he did that at some point.
We're on our way for a journey to find Lixian, and Melvin's supposed to be guiding.
You boys are trying to listen to Melvin to get you to his younger brother, Lixian.
Yes.
What has Melvin told you? What do you know, boys?
I feel like at this point we should have a side combo.
Still drunk.
Easy.
Kiss him.
Yeah, he's drunk. Yeah, makes
Prayer
sense.
beats. No.
I just put a prayer bead in my mouth.
So
Go talk to the skull, okay? You go hold the skull.
Yeah, I
See
like
if the
that
skull wants
idea,
you to
yeah.
walk, take it for a walk.
Yeah, y'all have a good
Skull,
go.
See if he wants you to
What's
take it for a
it-
I
walk.
will bite your freaking hand off.
So what do you think? He's his older brother?
We don't have a reason to trust this skull. We don't have a reason not to trust this skull.
I hear you, but if he's right, without doubting Melvin's integrity, this
Do you remember when we even met Melvin? Because I really don't remember.
Melvin just happened to kind of come into the bar after we had it, and then we liked him so much we allowed him to be a part of it. We didn't have any business sides to things. That was our problem. We were failing before Melvin got there. Melvin helped us gain customers.
The skulls can kind of hear y'all because you're in a cave and it echoes. And he just goes, the last time I saw Melvin, he just got defeated in probably one of the worst defeats in the history. You see, when he was leaving, of course, there's 3 commanders. I presume y'all know this, Lixian, Melvin, and their sister.
Of course.
Melvin
Hold
commanded.
on, sister.
Yeah, Melvin and
You
Lixian
know
have a
about the si-
sister.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you know about that?
Yep. What's her name? Just wanted to make sure you remember.
We forgot.
Well, her name is Cassandra.
Yeah, he don't talk about her a whole lot.
Well, of course not. She commanded the humans and had the greatest effort in the war.
Guess that's
The
why.
humans almost wiped out every other race. Lixian commanded the elves and Melvin commanded the dwarfs. And Melvin dwarfs lost in one of the greatest battles to Cassandra. You see, the whole point of the war, y'all know about this, right? I'm just rehashing. Okay.
Yeah.
It's just been a
Give me
minute.
a persuasion check.
All of us?
I can't pretend that I'm still eating prayer beads.
You can, if you want to.
Nom nom. Nom nom.
3.
Not good.
Be under skills, right?
Also, how much longer does my intoxication last?
It's going to wear off here in a minute. So does your voice.
Yeesh.
What'd you get?
7.
So he kind of stops talking. He's like, he kind of looks at y'all. I'm not going to, boys, y'all take care. And you see all of a sudden.
What if I
like,
want to
the
use
red eyes.
intimidation on him?
Intimidate him?
Yeah, because he's just a skull. I can crush the skull.
You see his eyes just fade and like immediately the skull's just, there's nothing in it.
Well, I think we kind of lost that, but now at least if he's right, he's Lixian's brother, older brother, and he has a sister named Cassandra who helped the humans.
No, you misunderstood.
Maybe.
Commanded the humans.
Well,
They took
He was
over.
also
They
the
took
commander
over.
of the army.
They took over the. It seems like they were doing this for fun.
I had a little drink. It's, you know.
You had the elves, the dwarfs, and
Yeah.
the humans, and
Remember,
they made them
those-
fight. They made them
those
fight
three
each
were
other.
fighting each other.
Yep.
And so there's something to do with each of them were commanding one of those three, though.
They were trying to see which one was going to be the superior race. It seems.
That would make sense. I mean, being siblings who would take over.
Who was
Huh.
going to take over the world?
The problem is, what do we take of this blood feud? It's clearly just a feud between siblings.
Just as you finish that last sentence, the intoxication wears off, and your voice drops like your balls dropped for the first time.
Yeah.
That was something. My head hurts.
I think he's coming too.
Specs wakes up and he's fully normal, and he's just like, I don't know what's happened.
White Sands, brother.
You did good.
I did.
Yeah.
You defeated the snake.
I did.
You did.
Does that mean
All
I'm
by
not-
yourself.
I'm not gay anymore?
No,
No, that still
No,
happened.
Yeah.
you're on my list of hiding the prayer beads.
Yeah.
You see Specs just goes, at least I'm a gay hero.
There you go.
You look down at one of my prayer beads and notably question why it's like kind of covered in saliva, and put it back in my pouch.
What you looking at there, bud?
Don't worry about it.
So, what do y'all want to do? You've got basically you had this conversation with Skull. You can stay and continue to look around, or you can head out the exit.
I feel like we need to look.
Yeah.
We need to check
Okay.
things out.
I
All
would
right.
like to pick the skull back up.
All
The
right.
skull is still present. With
You ain't got to
right?
roll anything. Just pick it up. What are you going to do with it?
I'm just gonna keep it.
Okay. So you
I'm
want to put
just
like a
gonna keep
keychain in your pocket?
I can
Keychain
just kind of.
on
I
your
feel like I can
pocket.
fit it in my
Okay.
satchel, kind of.
Okay. All right. Everybody, go ahead.
How heavy is this, the fang from the snake? You said
It's
there was-
pretty heavy.
Okay, I'll leave it alone.
Okay. Everybody roll me a d20.
Oh no,
Got 17.
that one.
Now my tablet's froze.
So, parents, you find nothing. You dig through, you're digging. Unfortunately, you don't find anything.
I'm good now.
All right, what'd you roll?
17.
Okay, what did you roll, Dobby?
I haven't
He's-
rolled anything yet.
Technical
Wait,
difficulties.
I'm waiting for him then.
Okay.
Terrence, you go over like an altar and you
Okay.
start like combing through the altar, and basically by the end of it, you get done cleaning through this altar to see what you can find, and you're just covered in blood.
And it's froze.
That's for Terrence.
Yeah,
Tell
Terrence,
you
he's
what,
just
Can I just roll for him?
yeah. Go ahead.
Got my current roll.
I think you need a refresh.
He would have gotten a 6 by my count.
All right, 6. All right, Dobby, you go and you roll. You kind of skim through the altars. Here are the items that you're gonna find, and you can add them to your notes on your phone, and we'll put them into your inventory later. You find a vial of blood. You find 3 arrows that are soaked in vampire blood.
Hey, I got you some arrows.
There we go. That was very delayed. And you find a weird looking dagger that has a golden handle and it's shaped like a fang. The blade is straight, and you notice that it's not in typical steel, it's in silver. It has a silver to it.
Kill a vampire.
0. You're digging around the altars and you trip over a body. You look over, and on this body is a sword. You pick up this sword and you realize the sword is very similar to Melvin's. It's a vampire sword. And you remember what happens when Melvin would cut creatures or anyone with that sword.
Grow with intensity, I guess.
You get bigger because
Yep.
it's being fed. And so now you have a vampiric sword.
Body, you said, right?
you picked up the sword off the body.
So there's a body.
Yeah.
Like
You want
decayed with bones.
to? Yeah. Do you want to take the bones to make
A little
arrows?
bit. How many bones would I get?
Since you rolled really well, you get 6 bones.
6
So you
bones,
can make
okay.
2 arrows per every bone.
Gotcha.
Weird.
All right. Specs is so just, he doesn't even dig. He doesn't even look. So, y'all ready to exit the cave?
I would say so.
All right.
I'm
So
good.
you head out the cave entrance. It's bright. You notice the cave sits
Before we
kind
go
of.
further, do y'all want to take? Does anyone need a break? Bathroom break?
Kinda.
Go take a bathroom break. All right. So we'll just say you guys enter the cave entrance, and I'll tell you what you see when you get there.
Head out this door, go straight down the hallway. It's straight in front of you. Don't make any turns, just straight.
This is a great time to mention our sponsors. We are sponsored by Air. You breathe it. That's all I got.
I mean, so you can kind of give your experience with D&D Beyond because this is a first time for you with D&D Beyond. Is that right?
Yeah, so typically D&D Beyond's the way I've done it. I've done the normal like actual sheet paper, and you have like the somebody, if they have the money, buys the board, and you might either have figures or the little round circles that you have
Right.
character in. Yeah. So first time with D&D Beyond, the cool thing about D&D Beyond is, like I've said, I think may have said this, may have not. Obviously, for case in point, they did an update just recently, and so there's some new stuff that I've been playing with that hopefully we'll talk more about off stream. That hopefully we can implement next stream. I think that'll make combat a little bit easier. But yeah, it's my first time.
So what do you think? Say like versus the two, like is D&D Beyond like a good little companion for I guess devices?
I think it helps visually with like thinking of what you're seeing. Again, still D&D requires a lot of imagination.
Mhm.
You've got to be okay with having imagination. So you kind of need to envision that. But luckily having this, I think, helps with kind of adding to that visualness.
Okay.
As a DM, my goal is to get better at describing situations to you. That's what my goal should be.
That was something we talked about when trying to make this happen. Originally, we were looking up
We've
different
been
sites
talking
and
about this
stuff.
since high school, senior year of high school, junior year.
But
of high
we
school.
took a break on it because we couldn't really find anybody. It wasn't until here recently that we actually decided to bring it back. But D&D Beyond happened to kind of come up, and we were trying to get videos off of it. So this is definitely new for us.
Yeah.
But also at the same time, it's new for us for the D&D experience.
Yeah. I think also too, the good thing is like people that are watching us can say, okay, I know what not and what to do. Cause that's what we're all doing. Us 4 right now are like, what do we do and what do we not do? What's the good things? What's the bad things?
I mean, they do. One thing I will say, like they have everything categorized and stuff. It's just learning what categories you have to hit. So like skills and stuff, they show us all like the persuasion and stuff, abilities. They have like saving throws.
Yeah.
Like, once I figured that part out, I kind of got the hang of it more. Also, the app, for whatever reason, like it's a lot more tougher. I recommend going to the browser. But yeah, I feel like everything's kind of covered. I just wanted like someone who actually experienced like the original D&D play style, if that was kind of the same, if you were in the same boat on that.
It helps visually. That's the way I look at it. And it does help the DM keep track of things. It used to be as a DM, you had to have everybody's character sheets. You got to make copies of the character sheets and have that on hand. And then you also have to write in pencil because everybody's leveling up.
Right.
That's what's great about here is we can level you up on the computer. We keep track of it that way.
That was the thing. Same thing for me. Like, is going from like, okay, I'm gonna join this experience for the first time, and you see like just pencil and paper everywhere. You had to work with what you had, unless you really had the money for all these kits and all that. So as a first time player, for me, I would say like D&D Beyond kind of has that effect. So we have our TV right here with the map. I have it also on the tablet, but being able to look at this visually, I think it helps.
Yeah, I think it does too. It helps definitely. It helps definitely when you can't spend all that money. Because a lot of these guys that have been going forever, they've got the money, so they can buy all the cool stuff. When you're working with one camera and all you can do is map. This is the easiest way to do it.
Right. And at the same time, if you want to be a first time experienced and stuff, you don't want to have to go spend all this money just to try it out to see if you like it. So
Because you can drop, listen, D&D is one of those things, you can drop tons of money. You buy the figures, you buy the books, you can drop money, and you'll figure out how fast it adds up.
People go crazy with the boards. Like some people will get like lifelike boards where
Yeah.
as their whole battlefield. It's insane.
I'll have to take you guys up to a couple of the game stores at some point, let you see like all the books and all that, and like how, like especially in our area, we have a really cool store. I don't know if they're gonna want me to shout their name out, but I'll take y'all to
Yeah.
them.
Go for it.
They're called 901 Games. They're
Okay.
in Memphis. They're a really cool place to go to, and they'll have kind of like tabletop and tons of books and
And
stuff
there's
like
one in
that.
South Haven on Mill Branch.
Yeah.
Too.
Another shout, I think it's Players Keep. That's called. That one's really cool too.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll have to check them out with you.
Yeah, definitely.
I'll say this: if it smells like mildew, you're in the right place.
That tends to be the case. And sometimes even going to like hobby stores like that, you'll find books in there too.
All right.
Back to it. So you guys come to the edge of the cave. You're actually on a cliff and you're looking down. You kind of realize you've been walking up like at an angle into this volcano. As you look down, there is a ruined city. Just ruins of a city that's left. You can see, I mean, it's obviously been ruined for a long time. It's old. You do see some
Normal.
like small houses like being built there, like as if people are trying to rebuild that city. You see like tents and stuff. So there's people in this ruined city that they're trying to make a living out of. You also look down on the other side of the volcano. So like where y'all are, you look down, you see the Centaurian people. They have somehow walked around the volcano.
These are the same ones that we met.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So they have, while you were in the volcano, they have for some reason walked around it and are heading down to that village. And you have no sight of Melvin.
So those are the Centaurians we just met. Like, should we just go back to them right now? Maybe they know where Melvin is.
Potentially.
No.
What do y'all think?
Do you remember Melvin told us that he did not want to help them, and that if he seen them again, that they wouldn't, that it would be the end of them.
I get that, but at the same time, it was them who told us that he left early. We had no clue where he went. He just left. Maybe they seen
doubt
him.
he's with them.
We really kind of have two decisions here. It's, do we want to move on and find Melvin, or do we want to down there and talk?
We did finally
Now,
figure out what's been killing them, and I'm sure they'd love to know.
yeah, so there's that.
But
So
they're-
like, we just
but at that point, they're living in the past. There's nothing's going to bring those people back.
well,
you-
no, but they would
We still need to tell them that the problems.
yeah, that
some
they
way
can
or
travel
another.
through there.
You have a sense that these Centaurian people are not like the ones the skull mentioned. Some of them wanted to become vampires. These are a small tribe who has seemed to want to independently exist away from vampiric control. So you kind of get the sense that they didn't necessarily want to become vampires or be ritually sacrificed. So they're not aware of their people. So you kind of have that option. Do you want to go tell them, or do you want to go find Melvin right now?
So they sent us on this quest to help out. I think the least thing that we could do is at least tell them, hey, whatever was down there was defeated. Maybe we shouldn't tell them exactly what
It
happened.
was supposed to be on our way to Melvin, though.
But I mean, at least kind of clarify to say that
We
it's
can pass them by
yeah.
either way. I think that it's right to tell them, and they have a right to know. I don't think that they know all of the logistics of what happened.
Exactly.
Better if we tell them.
Keep in mind, the chieftain's going to be aware of that the Centaurians used to be used as ritual sacrifices for the vampires centuries ago. That used to be the thing. And so he also knows that Centaurians would want to become vampires because it would free them from what they are. It wouldn't be deep knowledge, but that the Centaurian people are like cursed. Their curse is more of bad, whereas vampires would see their curse as a blessing. That makes sense. So it's kind of the opposite of the same coin in a sense.
Right.
So So y'all begin to trek down this hill and you enter into the ruined city. And as you get closer, you realize that it is morning. So you've been in that cave really almost a whole day. Time in there was the time in there was so different. It almost felt like it was faster. You come down to the bottom of the volcano and you're entering into that ruined city, and you see it's a lot of people of just different sorts. Vagabonds, the clandestine people who they obviously look very hopeless. There's not much. And as you walk in, they kind of just all look at, you see all of them going about their business, but they're just kind of watching you closely. The Centaurians have kind of entered the city, and these people are used to them. So you can tell there's kind of a sense of like they're used to seeing Centaurians. It's not like this is unusual for them. You see as the Centaurians are ahead of you, they don't know you're behind them. They split out. You see they begin to kind of go amongst the people. You see there's like trading going on. So that you can tell there's like a relationship between this tribe and these clandestine people, vagabonds with no homes. It's almost like these people are nomadic, but they've chosen to settle in this place.
Right.
So you're just you get to the center of the city. Again, it's a ruined city. So, people have made makeshift shacks. There's a couple like actual buildings. There's a lot of tents. What do you want to do?
Y'all that we should find the leader, or at least just
should ask one of them for the chieftain, I think.
okay. I
Be
like
the
that.
quickest decision, quickest way to get to our goal.
No,
So you approach a Centaurian female.
Any of these the one that
Specs?
slept with?
I mean that wouldn't really.
Did we notice them from the crowd?
Why does that
Specs is
matter?
rolling a dice. Hold on.
That's
Let's
who we're
see.
gonna ask.
Oh,
We're gonna have
rolling
Specs
a
ask.
dice. Is that what you just
Yeah,
said?
Specs is rolling dice. Hold on. So Specs is walking, and you guys so happen to catch a horse, one of the Centurions, and he turns and he goes, "Well, hey there, Specsy. How you been?" And Specs is just like wide-eyed, like, "Oh." He's like, "Hey, boys, what y'all need?"
Hey Specs, why don't you ask him where his chieftain
Hey
is?
there, you little, what's your
Shut
name,
up.
Dobby?
I'm not talking
Dobby?
I'm not talking to you.
Dobby?
No.
I'm guessing Specs was tall enough to ride.
Oh, Specs was just an appetite, but you, Dobby, you looking good, boy.
Dobby, you have fun with that.
Sleight of hand. I'm stealing the underwear.
Okay, there are Centaurians that don't have underwear.
I said that last time, but you said you could try.
Okay, all right, all right.
He tells
Gotcha.
you what to roll.
No, go ahead. Let's just roll it. Roll me a nat 20. Roll me a d20.
Roll you a nat
Roll me a nat 20 and you steal the underwear.
And that 20.
You gotta be a nat 20.
Like, are you stealing the underwear off of this dude?
Yep, that's why I was using sleight of hand.
What'd you get?
17.
You go to reach for his hind end, and you see he just turns it and puts it right up on your hand. Like, there you go, boy. Anyways, I know you boys didn't come around and mess around. What y'all need help with? Dobby?
My hand's got his finger on the trigger, so I'm gonna let him talk to you about it.
Yeah.
Bex, I loved you, honey, but Dobby.
We need to find the chief.
Right, sure.
Got this.
Dobby, his tail's just flipping you in the face. Just getting...
Could you stop flagging me?
Can we roll for a fart here, please?
Yes. All right. I'm rolling for a part. Hold on. DM has been requested. It's like a little toot. Just a little comes out. Excuse me, Dobby. My bad. I get a little gassy when I'm nervous.
Could you get your chieftain to come and talk to us, please?
Oh, you gotta get Chief Ray Ray? All right, I'll go get him. So he just walks off. The way he walks, he's just looking back at you, Dobby. Anyways,
Spec, how?
Spec's just looking at you like, I promised you I was so drunk he looked like a chick.
There's no way.
Aldi, didn't you just touch his butt?
I was trying to steal its underwear.
You touched his butt in order to
You-
do that.
Spec- you did.
Specs just goes, Dobby.
Hey, Spexy, calm down over there, okay?
He's got a good point.
You
Yeah.
slept.
Dobby Dobby.
You slept with him. I didn't.
Yeah, there's that.
There's that. Specs just hangs his head down low. The chieftain comes up. He comes before you, and he's just looking at y'all.
Decoy said, "Hey y'all, who or what is getting choked?" I just choked a Centaurian.
You almost choked the Centaurian's chicken.
yeah, almost.
So the chieftain comes up. Of course, he bows. He's like, "What news have you brought me? I see that you have survived the cave where my warriors have not."
You recently mentioned a dangerous area that y'all were trying to cross, your people. That dangerous area is now cleared.
Mm. He kind of nods his head and he goes, "Yes, but then your friend Melvin came back down and led us through an alternate route around the volcano to this village."
This is new to us. We know you told us before that Melvin left before we
He
woke.
had a change of heart, and then he did, but he went and he told us he was going to go in the cave to find y'all after he led us around.
Did you see which way he went exactly?
Well, I mean, he turned and went back. Like he led
How
us.
long ago was this?
This was maybe 6 or 7 hours ago.
We should have seen it.
He
should have.
He helped us, and then he turned around and said, "I'll go back for him." And he said he was going to go back into the cave.
Maybe we rushed out too soon.
I'm like, what were we doing exactly like 6 or 7 hours ago?
Finding a snake.
We were in the middle of fighting Snake. Okay.
Yep.
So,
He would have made
What
it.
would
He
we
would
have
have been
been-
there.
because like I was thinking that maybe we could have been like
Yeah.
Skull. And Melvin could have been
Remember, there was like,
coincided.
remember I told you earlier that the time in that location was fast. What should have been,
Yeah,
You
that's
did.
right. You said it was like a minute or two in real time.
yeah, it was like the time in that cave was like faster than what it normally was out here. So really, you don't really know how many days you've been in that cave.
Stand outside the cave, wait for Melvin. Do we assume that Melvin has already gone through the cave? What do you guys think?
Now, is this a chat like within, or is this just outside
This is
chat?
within.
I almost want to say if he did go back and we should wait, but after everything we've heard, I mean, do you think he actually went back?
Whatever he did for these people has not been to their detriment. Seems that way, at least to me.
True.
Feel like Melvin will catch up. We know the direction we need to go. You're supposed to be our guide. Can you guide us from here?
I mean, so there is one thing. If we do stay right now to wait on Melvin, maybe we can take a good rest.
That's what I'm thinking. Maybe we give our friend here some time alone to sort out some down feelings,
Mm.
and maybe me and Zero go get drunk at a bar.
You want to get drunk again? You literally had a sip.
Uh,
I mean, I'm willing
oh,
to. I'm,
I will have apple cider
okay.
and be present and accounted for at the bar. That will probably also intoxicate me somehow.
So there is a bar within there. Like,
Well, I'm going to the bar
There's
with you guys. I'm
like
not
this,
staying.
one of the buildings that have been built. It's not great, but it's like a 800 by 800 square foot room,
say a makeshift bar.
makeshift bar.
Okay.
Are y'all gonna go in there?
So there is a bar. I'm willing to, go along with you. I love to party. And if you want me to, I could look out after you. Or if you prefer the apple cider, I'll drink and then you drink that. I don't judge.
Well, as a monk, it may not be in my best interest to become a drunkard.
Yeah.
However, I would love to hang out with you at a bar, in a bar setting.
So yeah,
He seems to have things that he needs
Specs
to
is
figure out.
like just like looking at this and just looking at Dobby and going, I think you're getting replaced.
Dobby has some Dobby time to take care
No,
of.
Dobby's
Specs.
coming with you guys.
So y'all gonna go in the makeshift bar?
Yeah, I'm down.
Yep.
Are you going with us?
Yeah, I'm going with y'all. I'm not
So
sure.
y'all-
Dobby
y'all
Dobby.
Walk into the makeshift bar. There is
Dobby's not
this-
getting not Dobby's not getting Bobby.
Y'all walk into this makeshift bar, and there is a dwarf behind the counter. And all you hear is, got its back to you, and it just goes, "What do you boys have to drink?"
Let's look at him.
Apple cider. You see, dwarf turns around. It's a woman with like long flowing hair, just big old suckers right here in front of her, and she just goes, "Apple cider. Boy, you ain't got nothing between your legs. You a pitiful little squeak. I need you to drink something heavier than that. We're depressed around here. How do you think we get it through?"
Hey, Zero,
What's up?
don't get this one pregnant.
Pregnant.
I'd never
I've
got
already got
someone-
18 kids by 18 different men. You ain't adding nothing but to the sperm bank, boy.
I haven't gotten anyone pregnant.
I beg to differ.
Dude,
And
yourself.
now I will tell two truths and a lie myself.
You see, she goes, "Boys, Jimmy, Timmy, Gimme, Lemmy, Simmy, get out here and serve these boys some beers."
I believe the correct term
Excuse
is
me,
mead.
ma'am. I do not want beer.
Get that boy a beer.
I believe the correct term is mead.
You think we got meat around here? She spits on the ground. We're too damn broke to have meat, boy. You got beer or nothing. You
Excuse
want or
me,
not?
ma'am, do you have a spittoon for that spit?
She sees she just spits on the ground in front of you. I spit wherever I want.
Makes sense.
True.
Mm-mm.
She says
Oh.
she just stares at you attentively, just like waiting.
I'll take a drink.
All right. Jimmy, Lemmy, Bimmy, Timmy, Kimmy, Simmy, Dimmy, Lemmy, and outside Bedimmy. Get in there and get these boys a beer.
There's like 3 lemmies in there.
Maybe 1, 2, and 3.
They must have ran out of names.
See, they come
after the
out.
18.
It's like a bunch of little gnome children who are just like, coming out. They're like giving you guys beers. It's very terrible, clumsy. Almost drop your beer everywhere. Put beers on your table. Specs just sitting there, and they hand him a beer, and he's just like, I don't really go. Just starts drinking it. You guys are just
Playing
sitting at this
short
bar.
stick.
You guys are at the bar, and obviously, you're just drinking at this point.
I'm trying to be more moderate this time, so I'm like kind of like slowly sipping.
In walks one of the town folk, and he kind of like sits off at a table away from you guys. And
Town
he's
folk,
just,
is this Tarian or?
he's just one of the town folk.
Okay.
He just comes in and kind of sits off away from you guys and just looking at y'all.
If there's any place that Melvin would come, it would be here. If he was to come back,
You see the
especially looking for us.
you see the guys just kind of staring at y'all, and he's just kind of like looking y'all up and down.
Do we notice this though?
I was gonna
Yeah,
say,
yeah. He made it very weird. Like you knew he made it very clear. He came in. He wants you to know he's looking at you.
Do I notice anything? Do we notice anything with his eyes or?
Normal eyes.
Does he have any like?
Nope.
Okay.
He's got just a black cloak. You know, his hands are covered in dirt. He's obviously a vagabond. His face is covered in dirt. You can tell he's like everybody else here.
I just kind of like turn over towards him. Can we help you, sir?
You, Terrence?
Yes,
I presume the one-eyed guy's Dobby,
eventually.
and I presume the orc Zero.
Maybe.
Who's asking?
You're looking for a guy named Melvin.
Yes, we are.
He gave me 20 gold and a letter. He said for me to read it to y'all. Here's what it said.
Wait, do you have to read it or can I read it?
He's got 2 eyes. Well,
I
might
can-
want to
Okay,
let him
Might
read
take
it.
a little
I
less
can
time.
read it. He said, here's what the letter says. You ready? Meet him in the capital. Follow the road out of the town. You'll go over a ridge and you'll see the capital. That's it. That's all he left me. Oh, and something about watch out for Lixian and assassins and don't listen to anything you hear. And yeah. That's it. That's all I got.
That's it. But that came straight from Melvin.
Yeah, but he was also mumbling a lot. He kept mumbling. You know, every time Every time he was talking, he would mumble
Told me he would-
something about blood.
One of the bottled ones.
Something about blood. He needed blood. He needed to get some blood soon, or he might lose his mind. You know, something about being a blood sucker vampire. I told him he couldn't have my blood. He said that's okay.
So he wanted us to bring him additional blood.
Well, he said something about he doesn't have blood. He's gonna go crazy.
Think we can, I don't know, kill a goat and give him some blood?
Nah, he said something about it needs to be human blood.
We give him spec.
No, I think it needs to be someone who's already not with us anymore. In that sense, maybe this may be morbid, but maybe if we ask townsfolk for the recently dead, we could extract their blood.
Recently, you see like the bartender looks at y'all, and you see another guy comes in, and he's a little shorter. He's a dwarf. He's a little shorter. He comes in. He goes, "Honey, who are these good people? I heard y'all asking about our dead folks. This is my wife. Ain't she a beaut?" "That's my husband right there."
Well, she's beautiful, sir.
She's extremely attractive.
"You boys so kind. Y'all looking for dead folk, I heard?"
One of our friends is unfortunately a vampire.
"Vampire?
Yes.
We ain't what is a vampire?"
He needs blood, and any blood from any form of human will do. And we just don't want to take it from these good townsfolk that are still with us.
"We don't have a dead spot. We tend to eat folk when they die because they're around here starving."
It's unfortunate to hear.
Has anybody ever thought about opening up a restaurant and serving dead bodies? It actually sounds like a great business idea around here. They'd make a bank.
Sir, please go get help.
You said you serve dead bodies like you would eat them, right?
Brother, we're all so poor around here. We'll look, he pulls up to give you a thumbs up. It's Missy. I ate my own thumb last week. I ain't had nothing to eat. I almost ate one of my kids. We did eat one of our kids, about a year ago. But I mean, we're down 18 kids. We had 19.
Y'all wouldn't happen to have any just raw meat laying around, would you?
He said he's just looking at you like, "What's it to you?"
Well, we might be looking for some raw meat if you would have some.
Hey, hear me out real quick. Come here.
Stay over there.
You got a vial of blood when we were up top. Do you think that's enough?
You did.
I did. Okay, so I got a vial of blood.
How much he needs? Do we have any clue as to how much he needs?
You wouldn't.
We just know we have a vial of blood. Or
Yeah, a
Dottie
vial of
has
blood.
one. Okay.
I kind of sidebar with you guys. I'm thinking that when we find Melvin, a little harsh, but I think that maybe if that vial of blood, sample him some of our own. He's helped us a lot.
He doesn't want any of his.
Yeah.
Me and you then.
Out of character, does it have to be human blood? Because he's elven, right?
Warlock.
But you're an elven warlock,
Yeah,
right?
an elven warlock.
So
That would be you at that point.
Yeah, because I'm
Oh,
the only
Warlock.
human. in the
I just want to
party.
make sure we were on the same page.
So I need you to roll me. Roll me a history check?
Just Tony.
All of you. This is one of those parts where, as like a DM, I'm not going to help you, but I'm going to have to. Y'all are going to start thinking and see if we can solve a little bit here.
18.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because you're our
So,
tour guide, you're
I'm gonna
supposed
give
to know
you
all the
a
history.
hint. I'm gonna see if y'all can kind of piece this
Okay.
together.
Okay.
Okay.
Everybody listen.
He didn't want half-orc blood. Why would he not want half-orc blood?
To me, I feel like it's not a mixed blood.
He didn't want yours specifically
Well, yeah, but-
because
Well, he
Okay.
doesn't want half-orc at all.
you literally were pissing. What color?
It was green as well.
Hear me out.
Brown.
What color is your blood?
I don't know.
It's red.
Notice that the two that we could potentially use are red blood. Not have red blood. Maybe it's everything red blood.
You see the dwarf and man's like right by your table. Like, yeah, and I got red blood too.
We all just like,
Are you
Would you like to
willing-
go on a trip with us?
Nah, I'm good. I gotta stay here with my wife. Get
What if-
over here, honey. We got to get this bar
He
clean.
gave you 20 gold, right?
What are you talking about? No, you talking about that man over in the... He gone. That man that was talking to y'all earlier, he ain't in here no more.
About to say, I
What
don't think
would-
you'd let him stay with 20 gold.
What would gold do you if we could offer you some gold
Go for what?
to travel with us?
I ain't going nowhere. I got 18 kids and a wife to feed.
They're not even your kids.
They are my kids.
We just need the blood.
What if we? What
She
if we
slept
pay
with
him
18
gold?
men.
We pay him gold. For
She been with what?
we
She's
gotta
been
do
with
that.
18 men.
Honey, you been with 18 different men?
Hey, Dobby.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm
We,
trying
we,
to create a domestic.
we just need the blood. We don't need him. What if he's willing to donate to us? We got bottles here.
True.
We just need to make sure we don't give Melvin a beer bottle full of blood. Don't know how well he'll take that.
That's fair. Yeah.
Maybe let's.
Give him a good portion, but yeah, not.
How did you feel about giving me one of your kids?
Okay, you did not hear a
That
word
is
we
not
said.
what we're trying to do. We do not want to sacrifice.
He is
a
no
human
longer in the
being.
room. Like he is chasing his wife out the back door, and all the kids are following
Damn
because
it,
he just
Dobby.
found out that he's not the father of all 19 kids they have.
I told you I'm starting a domestic.
Like King of the Hill. Damn it, Dobby.
So another hint. Elvish, human, and dwarven blood are red.
Yep.
What's the significance about that? The
War of
War
Adherence.
of...
Blood.
And who was the three races that the vampires control?
They're racist.
Yes, that too.
They were
control
technically
this.
racist.
They controlled the Centurions.
Well, they used them as...
So
But
use them as
what was the
Dwarves,
three...
Elves-
elves and
elves-
dwarfs, elves, and
Dwarfs,
Humans.
humans.
They tried
Humans.
to humans.
Yeah.
So the ones that they control, I assume, are the ones that they are privy to eating.
Red blood. Yeah.
So we can either go off of red blood, or we can go off of they've enslaved over the years.
I mean, the biggest piece is going to be the three that they controlled over. Know that one.
let's just go give him some of mine and
Right, we could try that. And then also,
Monetary.
let's just see what the vial.
inspect.
Wait,
He could beat on Spec a little
Spec's the
bit.
Elven, right?
Spec's half elf,
I
half
don't
elf.
know
so you can't give him his
how
blood.
much more we should let Spec donate.
I mean, I'm an elf.
You're
So-
not a half elf. You're
I'm
full
thinking
elf.
it has to be almost pure blood, because anything that's like a mix is
Well,
what's off.
Hybrid blood could be an issue. You don't want to poison him, which is a worry of mine. I think that the safe bet is full races that are pure blood of their races.
Yep.
And people who they have enslaved in the past.
You see one of the Centaurian chieftain come in, and he's seeing y'all drinking a beer, and he comes and sits at the table, which for him is like, that's a horse. How does that work? Yeah. And he's like, so when will y'all continue your journey?
Tomorrow.
I think we're gonna take a rest. Yeah.
It sounds like good. Kind of looks at y'all. He goes, your friend was complaining about needing blood. When we saw him, he decided to turn around, but he said he'd be okay. How long has your friend been without blood?
Have we seen him drink blood?
The last time it was during the assassin fight. We had the orcs, not the orcs, the boar, along with the assassins, and he drank blood then. But that was only during battle. I don't think he's actually had a proportionate amount of blood to drink.
You see, he kind of looks. Are one of you considering offering yourself as a sacrifice to him?
Not full on, but we were hoping to donate some of our blood.
See the chieftain's eyes kind of widen. You know, whoever offers will become a vampire themselves.
What if we just pull blood into a jar and just hand it to him?
Consider it an offering still.
It is an offering. I'll give you that. But a vampire who hasn't had blood in quite some time is not exactly the easiest to negotiate with.
But if we were to just show up with the jar full of blood already and to hand it to him,
Might only make his thirst that much worse.
It's not
is
enough
what
to
the
quench
chieftain's
it.
getting at.
true.
Mm.
So we need a full body.
It can't be Specs because Specs is half
We
elf.
can't sacrifice any of ourselves, or this whole journey's pointless.
You see the chieftain just gets up, kind of begins to walk out and turns. I don't know if I would be honest with you if I didn't tell you. I don't know if I would trust your friend. It's 1 minute to say he would kill us if he saw us again, and then all of a sudden turn around and lead us around the mountain, a different passage, and yet let us send you into a cave all by yourselves, and then
You ever thought that maybe this could be a potential setup?
I'd like to think that our friend just had a change of heart.
But he knows a lot about Lixian, and he's wanting us to face Lixian, so he's wanting us to get rid of someone for him.
But the fact that he came back, so like he left and he came back to tell them where to go.
There is no
He-
obligation that he had.
Exactly.
His heart doesn't beat.
I think that we need stronger evidence to say that Melvin is a bad person.
Yeah.
Before we make that.
Not all people have two eyes. So, yeah.
Very true.
the Centaurian tells y'all if you need a place to sleep, they'll have bed set up.
You gonna sleep alone, Dobby?
No, I'm sharing a room with Zero like I always do. We always share a room.
Zero, can you please take a
I can't
shower?
sleep without. Wait, yeah. Speaking of that,
The last time we were here, you didn't sleep with me.
speaking of that, you still smell a little rank.
A little. It's been getting worse.
So
I feel like the Centaurian ladies, I want to clarify, they like it.
as you guys go to retire for bed, the Centaurian lady, it's bathe the Zero. Dobby, you have to fight off the man for trying to get into your tent.
Am I getting in battle right now?
Hey, what?
Am I getting in a battle right now?
No, you're just shooing him out. That morning, you guys awake, and then you see the people in the community beginning to pack up.
That's
Their
a long
supplies.
rest, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So you see go ahead.
Also, am I able to repair my weapon here?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
You're very glad you said that.
Yeah.
You see the nomadic people beginning to pack up, like they're beginning to get ready to move on. They're tearing down their buildings and their makeshift homes. And the Centaurian chieftain walks up to y'all and it has been a pleasure having you lead us to safety, even though that maybe not necessarily was needed, but I hope to wish you all well, and I don't know what your future holds. I heard what town you come from, and we will go back there and minister to your people in the meantime to care for them while they deal with whatever sickness they are, and hopefully you will come back with the cure.
One of them's pregnant.
Care for her. Tell me, who is the father?
We don't know.
Ah,
Yep.
no. Let's see.
We just know she's pregnant.
Could you
Well-
send like maybe a messenger pigeon?
We can have
something of
one
that
of our
nature?
warriors come meet you in the city and bring a message.
Yeah, we would love to know if it comes out looking like him.
Of course.
Or
He
anyone
turns
within
towards
the
the
town.
one horse and he goes, will you send a message to the city? Anything for that Dobby. I'll get you a message as fast as I can. I got you.
Excuse me, Mr.
Dobby.
Horse. The Mr. Flamboyant Horse.
First of all, my
Please.
name is Kendrick. It's not.
Kendrick.
Thank
my
you.
good sir.
Can I
I'm
call
sorry.
you Kendra?
You can call me whatever you want, baby.
Make sure that you tell the town how much you love Dobby.
Always, baby. See you, Dobby. They all just begin walking off. So now you're kind of in this ruined city by yourself. Y'all,
Just
literally,
back in the corner.
y'all literally half a day's journey end up on top of this ridge, and you notice right in front of you is this massive iron gate. You see steam flowing out from behind the walls. These walls are not concrete, they are straight steel. And as you are walking up to the gate, it lowers. In this beautiful, elegant city before you, see Dragonborn everywhere. There's warriors in armor. There's people. This is new to you. This is different. All you've known is small little town. This city is glorious. You walk in, there is botanical gardens. There's people. There's flourishing. This isn't like the rest of the world that has been just turned into ash. It's what's left of the old world. You guys are just amazed. You're taken in by the city. It's captivating as you walk through it. You've never seen it. You guys kind of just making your way through the city when you're stopped by a guard. He says, he stops you and he goes, "Halt. You do not look like normals in the city. Where are you from?"
Out of character. Well, what town were we from again?
You're from Vac.
Vac. We are from the town of Vac.
Technically it's Vark, but you can call it Vac too. Vark, Vac, whichever one you want to call it.
I like Vac.
Vac it is.
Yeah.
Quit vacking around. Anyways.
We are from the town of Vac.
Mhm.
And
Or
we're out.
Mark. I'm from Mark. He
Vark.
pronounces it weird.
I like that. All right, go ahead. Yes, I've heard of this town, Vac Vark.
Sure, why not?
Very small. I've heard
Of the Naked Tavern.
Yeah, very small traders.
you have a tavern that's naked. We've never heard
It's
of this.
very run down from what I've seen.
Hey,
It's not run down.
All right. So if you're from the town, I presume, are you? You see, he goes, parents, Dobby, and Zero.
Okay, how do you know that?
What did Melvin say?
You see, he looks at you. We do not speak that foul name here, and you will not speak that foul name before His Eminence.
Apologies.
How do you know our names?
Master Lixian has been waiting for you.
how does Lixian know about us?
See, he stops and stares at you. I have no idea.
Why has Lixian been trying to kill the name that shall not be speak?
Melvin. Who? You've been coming to the city because you want to cure your town, correct?
Yes.
That's
Yes.
what I've been told.
You said Lixian is expecting us.
Lixian's expecting you right
Is
now.
he here in this town?
He is on the throne of our great nation.
So should we travel to him to the throne to see him?
Expecting us, I guess. So.
Hey, huddle, guys.
Stay over there.
You just said that Lixian is on the throne of this great nation. Is Melvin trying to dethrone Lixian?
I mean, either way, I think we still would have to go see Lixian at this
We
point.
need to.
He knows we're here
We
at
need
this
to
point.
sort out what Melvin told us to come here knowing.
Quit
this.
speaking his name. You say, here's you. He assassinated our great emperor.
We just call him the M word.
Cassandra?
No, our dragonborn king. Melvin assassinated him. And Lixian came and saved us and became our new emperor.
Whoa, whoa! Don't use the M word.
I can use it, not you.
So, I mean, I think he's expecting us. He knows we're going to be here. I think our next move is to go see him.
You see, he stops. He's like looking like, do you know Melvin?
No.
Guards! Arrest them. And that is where we'll end our session.
Not even a persuasion check.
Right. I mean, I don't think we really could at that point.
Well, I mean, like, what could we have really said? I mean, he was already skeptical. beginning.
Exactly.
Ooh, is it making sense yet?
There's a lot of twisting I'm told. So
Yeah, I agree with that. Like to a point, you can come up with different narratives, so
Oh,
it's
yeah.
hard to say like what's making sense.
Yeah.
You know,
and really, the big thing is finding out actual, because there's definitely.
Oh yeah.
It's going to be one of those situations to where we're going to end up having to choose a side.
yeah, we'll have to figure out what is the truth for us.
And the question is
And
how
which
many
side
sides
do we-
are there?
Which side do we want to be on?
I think there's
Yeah.
gonna be.
Like, is Lixian actually a good person? But in reality, are we actually good people?
You also got to think about like middle grounds too. Is like they could be a bad person, but actually doing the good thing.
Uh,
So
That's what I'm getting at.
and
to
that
where-
goes with anybody.
But that's what
though.
I'm getting at too. With we have to kind of look at it as: are we actually good people ourselves?
Find the source. What's caused it to? Because it could be Melvin that kind of orchestrated the entire time. There's
I
a chance of that.
I do like the whole sibling rivalry we have.
Okay,
It's like
who led the humans? Cassandra.
Yes,
Cassandra.
Cassandra was over humans, Melvin was over the dwarves, and Lixian was over the elves.
but we don't know that for sure. We just know
Right.
that's what was told.
You also
right?
remember that during the War of Blood, the mixed races were involved, and they were actually put on sides as well.
We're caught in between.
Yeah, some of them would team. Some of them would team with one side. Some of them would stay out of it.
Because what we've been battling so far, like the assassins and stuff, those have been human.
Mm-hmm.
I think the
So that
acolytes
could
we were
say
told.
Cassandra could be playing.
The
a part
acolytes
in
were a
it.
mixture,
Yeah.
but you know that the assassins were humans.
Yeah.
Cassandra could be playing a part in this.
Then
too.
you notice that the snake, when it died, it was an elf.
Okay.
So piecing together what I can only tell you, you know that Melvin at one point was a commander. Lixian is the younger brother. We don't know what Cassandra is. You know, Melvin's story is that Lixian used him, and Melvin ended up turning away and helping the Dragonborn nation from safety, not to be imposed. But then now all of a sudden, Lixian's actually the emperor of the Dragonborn Empire.
Okay. With what you just said,
Mhm.
do we know that for a fact, or do we know that
You know
that's
all
what
that.
it's
That's
told?
that's all from what you have been told.
Been told.
You
Okay.
can't say fact, but you know from what you've
Okay.
been told.
I just want to
the
make sure
story.
we're on the same
You
page.
have one story that says it was the War of Blood was a feud between siblings.
Yep.
Or the other one is Melvin served under Lixian, and now Lixian wants him dead because Melvin decided to betray him.
I think
Right.
the likely story to be true, or blood story.
Yeah.
Because the Dead Skull has no reason
Yeah.
whatsoever.
Those events did take place.
That definitely happened. However, I think that Lixian is not in the clear. I think that Lixian is somehow bad in a way that the town doesn't know about, potentially.
So
Because, like, by them calling out their master's name, Lixian, inside of that, I've met them calling out their master's name inside of the snake, I think that it's got to mean that Lixian was the one who transfigured the snake.
So my only thing would be is that did Melvin elaborate a certain plan that's happening right now in effect, and he's becoming on top of the other siblings at this point, and they're scared of him, so they're coming after him.
I don't feel like Lixian had anything to do with the snake, because Lixian's wanting to help us.
But you said he
Cure
the snake
our
was
town.
human,
That might be a plan, though.
so
That's the
Lixian
worry.
wouldn't have anything to do with snake because it was human. So that would be Cassandra. So what if the other two siblings are coming after Melvin because they're afraid that he's becoming on top? Whether or not that's a good thing or a bad thing, we really
Is
don't
he
know.
the younger brother to Cassandra too?
You don't know if Cassandra's older or younger.
Ooh, yeah. Because all we know is that
Because we know
Melvin's
that
older than
Melvin's
Lixian.
Yeah.
From what we're told.
We also don't know which one's the literal strongest at this moment as well. Cassandra could magically be the strongest in the hierarchy in this one. We don't even know.
Yeah. It's a lot of he said, she said at this point. But, I mean, it gives us kind of a basis to look out for.
I'm worried that this attempt to get us free from the curse in our town is going to be a ploy in order to draw out Melvin.
Thing is, I think it's a trap where we're at by Melvin, because Melvin said, "I'll meet you there."
There's
And-
a chance of that, yeah. but
And
there's
they've
deception
already
either
they
way.
arrested us for knowing Melvin.
Well, yeah, Lixin would be the king at this point, or in their town, right? So yeah, of course.
No matter what we say here, it's really gonna be a matter of what Melvin or
Now, at one point, we're gonna have to be careful what we actually say is true. I do want to add that in. I know, metagame with the DM, but we have to be careful, like what we actually put out there, because we really don't know these people. They don't know us, so we have
sit
to
in
use
jail
that to
for
our
like
advantage.
6 months, and then get the message from Kendrick on if the baby's hunters.
No.
Who's Hunter?
0.
0. No, I don't think you sit that long. But I like the track you are going on. There's definitely some. How do you figure it out, right? You got
Right.
2 stories. Is it Melvin was a pawn?
And then you add in Cassandra. That's a whole
then you've
nother
got
factor.
Cassandra we don't know about.
Right.
Or is it a sibling rivalry where it's been 3 armies battling each other? Very interesting. Like, it's of course, as the DM knowing the outcome, I'm enjoying where y'all are because, I like the way you are thinking.
Yeah,
But
you definitely put a storyline together.
there's a storyline.
Yeah.
It's the more you will learn about it is how much are y'all willing to dig. That's the big thing. So keep that in mind. Because the way tonight could have gone was I had another combat situation set up. If y'all were like not gonna dig, I was like, all right, well, we're gonna fight then. We're gonna fight and figure it out, or we're gonna talk and figure it out.
I feel like you give us a lot of opportunities to make certain decisions happen.
Yeah. I mean, that's the big thing too. Is been fun. Is y'all are. I can tell y'all are starting to ask
So
questions.
I've got the ooze.
Yeah, you got the ooze.
You've got a sword.
You got a vampiric blade.
Hold on.
I've got the
Vial of blood.
the vial of blood, and then I also have
that
the
dagger.
dagger.
Yeah,
which
which
they're
is
not
basically.
gonna want to
also
mess with
have
because
the
it's silver.
skull on
And
it.
then
have
you
the
also
skull.
have 3 arrows and vamp blood too.
Yeah.
And a silver blade.
Maybe
Or
maybe
gold handle silver
Silver
blade.
dagger,
Okay,
yeah.
maybe the ooze will help
Put
get
that on
us out of this situation a little bit.
The good news is y'all are thinking because it's like keep in mind the races that have been involved, right? So the acolytes were mixed.
Yep.
You have the Centaurian people. You know that the assassins were human, but you know that the snake was an elf, right? You got a skull who's told you what he knows, and he's been around, right? So it's kind of you got to figure out as you go. It's going to be requiring a lot of piecing together a puzzle. So, and not getting screwed by a gay Centaurian.
Not to say that,
Dobby.
not to say everything's like coming together, but I mean, like it's definitely getting into that zone
Trying
where
to
we
get
have
the
to
underwear.
make our own decisions.
You
Don't
will. I
worry, I'll
mean,
still
you
be
got to
on
think this way,
next
right?
episode.
So
If it took a 17 for you to fail that, I doubt that.
there's.
It took a 17 for me to fail. I failed
You
it on a
failed it off
17.
a 17, yeah.
You did, yeah. I told you. I
I
told
was
you
going
earlier,
to
Ben.
fail anyway.
What do you expect to happen? Like he
I could've
probably
ru-
he can set that like he probably set it to where you could only have like a nat 20 or
Yes.
something to get that because like what are the chances I go up to you, snap your neck, and he just lets
Can
me
I
do
take
that?
his underwear right now?
Sure.
We're not in game.
Yeah, we're out. He already ended it.
We
But
ended the session
The
already.
next session at the beginning, if you want to take his underwear while you're in prison, you can.
If he does that, I'm gonna try to slide a hand his prayer beads.
Okay, I like it. Well, he's not going to have them because you're going to be in
Well,
prison.
no, I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait.
So, okay.
I'll wait till we're eventually out of prison.
Don't
to fix
forget
that.
it.
You'll forget.
Somebody caption that so we
No.
remember.
I will not
You'll
forget that.
forget.
All right.
I've got to make sure my crossbow is
Yeah.
fixed now,
Oh, you ain't got nothing to do with
I
the
thought
crossbow
you. I
at
thought
this
you already
point.
fixed it. You fixed it on the long rest.
which is what just happened. So I'm saying I got to make sure a note for the next episode. It is covered. Now I can do 2, right?
Yep.
I can do the duel.
The biggest thing for y'all at this point is don't make anything a fact.
Oh yeah.
Don't make anything a fact.
I think if anything, this episode here has led us into the story's always twisting.
Yeah.
So it's
I'm
like
turning sides. I'm going on Melvin's side. If it's the wrong side, I'm fighting you guys.
I'm not giving it to that point yet. I'm stuck in between where he could be
want to
bad.
believe Melvin, but I'm also skeptical.
Like I said, there's the whole thing is any bad guy can be good and vice versa. So
There's
it's like
something
you
the
never know.
skull said. I'm going to see if I remember. I'm not going to tell you, but when we talked about there's something about Melvin and Cassandra and Lixian. Something happened with Melvin. The last time the skeleton saw him. Mm-hmm.
Makes me wonder if this is vengeance.
Hold on. He can't be the only one that was defeated in battle. If
Okay.
they're all three fighting each other,
Right. So, but
then two of them had to have been defeated, unless two of them ganged up on one.
Not. It could have been a one-sided battle in the sense one may not have been present.
Okay, so hold on. So from what we know,
okay.
whether or not it's true or not, between the siblings, we know Cassandra is over humans, right?
Mhm.
The other two,
Right, so
Lixian-
Melvin's over dwarves.
Over
Make sure I write that down just so I'm aware of it. But yeah, okay.
Something to note now that this is a giveaway, but maybe add. So the Centurions obviously sacrifices to serve them. But you know the Centurions necessarily play one side of the war. They were caught between. But something you haven't thought about is Centurions like a question becomes Dragonborn. They partner with someone or
That's where we're pretty much was heading to go talk to, because that was Melvin's like out. Like,
yeah.
Okay. Huh.
And the question is if you had waited in the group, could you? Not up to you. Thank you. And are the Centurions as good as people?
Because yeah, if Melvin is a good guy and he's doing everything right, his instincts would tell him like get away from these people, whereas our instincts were like, hey, we're gonna help these people. So I get that.
Why the change?
That's what threw me off, was the fact that he went up, pretty much came back down. I'm guessing came back down to tell them like, you know, where everything was at. Was that because of us or because of something else? Huh. This episode's good.
I like how open it.
So next time, guys, it's been a squad quest. We'll catch y'all on the next one.
Love you, bye.
See ya.
Bye.
Grab your